What's going on, guys? It's your boy Brandon from Audio Addiction. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything's good. Um, if you're in the States, I hope you had a nice 4th of July. Um, either of it you're celebrating with friends or family or both. Hope you're having a vibe and you're vibing out, But very cool. We're back on the new stuff. We're doing some catch up because we missed out on a ton, or I've missed out on a ton specifically. So I'm stoked. I need to listen to some new stuff. Harmony, evening. Gunky, evening. Sarah, hello. Kaylee, hello. Yeah, we're back up on the catch up train. Exactly. Which we have I will say we have a very bad time of catching up on stuff, but I think we did nominally pretty well. So I'll take it, Dang, hello. Unhi, yo, yo, yo. Connie, hello. Kala, hello. Yeah. So we got some more. Okay, cool. I think I know where we stopped here. I know people keep releasing music. That's my problem. Is like I would love to catch up, but I know we've missed some. So just every time it kills me. All right, cool. Well, we got some new stuff. Sarah says, "What's up with these musicians releasing music?" Yeah. That time it was on purpose. Listen, you could have fooled me. So that's all I'm gonna say. Gotta tell them to hold on a few months to catch up for real. Hey, yeah, nah, that's cool. I'm down. You know what? Listen, I'm down being behind the 8 ball for as long as I continue to do this. So just means there's more stuff to come out and more stuff to enjoy. So very cool. I don't know where we left off, or at least I think we had an idea. I know Connie's was the last one, and we did OXN U, which I liked. It looks like Harmonies is first. Now we have Nhypen's outside as of the current listing here. So Harmony, if you would like me to move up one, let me know. I'm going by the same rules we used last time, which is if you have one and you would like to move yours up the proverbial ladder, then we can do it. Gunky says, I know my Umule wasn't done yet. That is correct. I don't remember checking that one out. So, Harmony, if we would like, we can do Nhypen's outside. If you have another suggestion, speak now or forever hold your peace, because that's what we're going to be vibing with tonight. Okay. Yes. Okay. Jazz, hello. Luvis, hello. Thanks for hanging. All right, cool. Keep outside, please. Okay, very nice. All right, well, we're going to do that one first then. Let me get my stream pulled up here, and we'll check out the new Nhypen song, or this is a B-side potentially, if I had to guess. So I'm going to guess it's a B-side. I could be wrong. Okay, Harmony says, sorry, I had to step away for a second. Nope, it's all good. I just want to make sure I try to give everyone the fair shake, So, Ladies B-side. Okay, cool. I do remember listening to the title track. I thought it was very solid. I'm curious to check out the B-sides, though. I have not listened to any of them. So, all right, let's get into it.
Driving hard, I'm top with the question mark. Pretty boy, no, I'm not on the way to learn.
Whoa! What the fuck?
Was a pretty boy, but it's getting ugly.
This is not what I was expecting.
Asking
All right. That's cool. I love that filterization. That's tight. No Santa, what's good? Diz, what's good? Thanks for pulling up. What? Biscuit, hello. Thanks for hanging. Wow, okay. This was not what I was expecting from Nhypen. I'll be honest. Very cool. This is Nhypen's Outside. I love this. This is great. Maybe it's just me because I've recently been on this type of musical styling kick as recently. I would highly recommend. I know we've been talking a lot in the Discord about the K-pop Demon Hunters movie, which, by the way, if you have not gone to check it out, go watch it. It's great. It's incredible. But one of the voices in the K-pop Demon Hunters, her name is Audrey Nuna. She's incredible. I've been listening to her newest album. I think it is called. Let me see if I get it pulled up here. Trench. If you like this styling, I feel like you might like the new Audrey Nuna record. So go give it some love. Definitely really good. It's got that like it's got kind of like this trap, like hip hop sort of beat to it. But she's super talented. So I would highly recommend checking that out. I've been jamming it ever since I watched the movie initially, but anyway, that was a complete tangent. I thought this was sick. Sonja, yes, it is a catch-up stream. I thought this was super, super, super fun. Like, definitely not. I think if I was to close my eyes and I didn't know it was Nhypen, I wouldn't have thought it was Nhypen, which is good. I think it obviously shows off their diversity and they're not just kind of pigeonholed into a certain sound or thought process, which is really good to see and hear, obviously, as somebody who likes a variety of different music. But I thought this was great. Like, this definitely like that, like more in your face type song. Like I said, the vibes were definitely off. And I think a lot of people in chat were like, wow, this is Nhypen. That's crazy. But I really loved like the vocals on this. I love how they were styled, like with that little bit of like they had a little bit like an ominous tone to them, which I appreciate. I will agree with Connie. I think Connie said I didn't really like the chorus at first, but I think the song kind of started to grow on me a little bit more. And then by the end of it, I was just like, really bobbing my head and enjoying it. So obviously, I'll go and say it probably 1.5 million more times, but I feel like sometimes the B-sides are not always representative of the title tracks and vice versa, and I think this is a very good example of that. But yeah, I enjoyed this a ton. This is definitely gonna be on the playlist for sure. I enjoyed this B-side. This was good. Very cool. Very cool. Let's see what we got here. Sarah says this is totally my style. Kyle says this is interesting. Biscuit says it does sound different for them. I would agree. Harmony says I knew Sarah it would be a Sarah favorite. Love to see it. Kaylee says this is different. I love that. I feel I haven't really heard this before. I agree. I think we have, Cal, or at least I know we've kind of like we've done like a hodgepodge of most of them. So if there's one that you would like me to check out that I missed, let me know. Uni says, oh hell yeah, she's great. Haven't heard her new stuff yet though. Ooh, yeah, definitely give it a spin, Uni. I enjoyed it a lot. And they also said it's very 3-6 Mafia, stay fly with the chorus. Yeah, okay. I'm picking up on that OG pick, I get you. I resonate with that. So Gungi says, not what I expected from them. Um Cal says, yeah, I think we skipped over a bunch. We may have I think we had skipped over some, but yeah, if you have ones that you wanted me to check out, then we can always come back. Cal says, I was hoping we could get Skiz at one point, but I can use it for my pick if needed. Okay, cool. We can definitely check some of those out. Like I said, I think I just was going by name order, and I said if you want to migrate up some, then that's your vibe, you know. So very cool, very cool. This is a 2 thumbs up. I definitely will be listening to this a lot more for sure. So very nice. Jazz is next. Chaz has Gravity's Set No Go as their pick next. If you would like to choose another one, let me know. If you want to move one up, if you want to listen to this one, completely fine with that. But just let me know, Jazz. Let's see. Gungi says it's a little hard because we've jumped around the list now. I was gonna say it is hard. That's why I'm trying to make sure if people want to move stuff up, then we'll listen to it for sure. Harney says, glad you liked it. Jazz says Gravity's good. Ooh, okay. Dang said I added earlier recent live performance from Jin's show, but people who are going to the concert don't want spoilers. Skip that one. I know Diz, for example, prefers to. Ooh, okay, fair enough. All right, cool. Well, I have not listened to this Gravity song, which I'm excited about because I enjoyed their deep dive. So, and I've enjoyed a lot of their stuff. So I'm very curious to see where this one lands for me. But let's check it out. Well, Diz, you're next anyway, so works out. And dang, if you have one, let me know. Ooh. Great free course. It's giving like a little Daft Punk. I'm about this. Okay.
When it feels right, 뜨거워진 heart and soul. It's the best time, 지금 우린 rock and roll. When it feels right, 즐기듯이 high and low. It's the best time, 지금 우린 set let's go. 없는 고민 따윈 not my code. 위험해, 우린 거침없이 rock and roll. 끝이 없는 세계 따윈 shake it off. It's the best time, 지금 우린 set let's go.
Ooh, all right. This is not what I was expecting either. We're on a good vibe tonight. I love it. This was Gravity's Set Net Go. Very nice. Thank you, Jazz. I enjoyed this a lot. I think I agree with Noah Santa. The groove goes hard. I agree. Um, kind of was giving me like harder, better, faster, stronger by Daft Punk. I know they use a lot of that like really interesting like synth and modulation in their music. So I was definitely hearing it, even though I know it's not what it is, but I like sonically it's in a similar ballpark, which is great. I love that song. I still love that song. So I feel like it's very nostalgic in that aspect. I think in terms of Cravity, I was really impressed by actually a lot of the vocals in this song. There's a lot of cool like chromatic descending runs in this song that I thought were interesting. It kind of it kind of dissonance a little bit. There like it's good dissonance. Like I like the fact that the uh the vocal runs kind of stand out a little bit more in this song with like something that is obviously very strong like instrumentally wise. I think you need to have those songs that undercut those melody choices, so I definitely like that a lot. But man, this was extremely catchy. I genuinely was a little, I want to say a little worried, but I was just like, how infectious is the song going to get? Because I was like, it's definitely got a good hook to it, but like, is it something that I know I'm gonna be like memorizing, kind of like the melody choices and stuff? But I thought it was really good. Like by the end of the song, I was just like, man, I was kind of hoping for a little bit more. The song's 2 minutes and 45 seconds. I was like, we could have gotten a cool bridge maybe, or like they could have they could have extended the final chorus out a little bit more to like maybe get to the 3 minute mark. But honestly, um, I think those are like small gripes that I have about the song. That's just generally me. I love longer songs, so that's probably just on me as a person. But I definitely was expecting like a little bit, just a smidge more. I think if it was like the 3 minute mark, I think that would have been like the perfect amount of time for them to kind of get the full the fullness of the song. I think there's definitely something, just a little bit of something missing overall. But I overall I thought this is a phenomenal song. I'll definitely be vibing to this one too as well. I'm 2 for 2 tonight, so this is a good choice. So awesome jazz, appreciate it. People were saying that they enjoyed it. We love to see it. Sarah says, "Is this a goopy one?" I don't know what you mean by goopy. You might want to clarify that. I feel like Sarah always has the most interesting adjectives. Connie says the whole album is so good. Ooh, okay. I'll have to check the whole album out. Tiz says that was not where I expected the chorus to go, but I'm not mad at it. And Kaylee says, oh, I like it. I hadn't listened to this yet. Nice, nice, nice. Just says I enjoyed that a lot. Everyone's saying they're enjoying it. Callus is very goopy. Dang must have agreed with my comment about the Daft Punk thing. Connie says the concept images were crazy. Some people didn't like it, but I love that concept. Very, very new, not your typical cute or hip hop concept. Yeah, I agree. I also think their choreography, the bits and pieces of their choreography in this were incredible too. So, Jazz says yes. It was very short, sadly. It just says we will forever gripe about shortness. Fair. Harmony says, yeah, it's the pics were taken and framed, just didn't care for it, but that's my own sensory issue. Oh, interesting. Okay, everyone's saying Goopy is right. Okay. All right, all right. I'm gonna have to check out these pictures at some point. So if you want to drop your best Goopy pics in the Discord, I'll check them out. But Sunja says you can do so much with longer song, bring long songs back. I agree. I'll die on that hill. That's one thing that I will gripe about on most occasions is having songs that are a bit longer. So I feel like the concept comes out a little bit more. But either way, very cool. Shout outs to Cravity. Go check them out. They're an incredible group. So Days, speaking about you earlier, it looks like we have Onew's Confidence next. If you would like me to listen to that, or you'd like something else to move up, let me know. I could move something else up, but I love Onew, so I don't want to sway your choice, but we'll check it out either way. Gungi says Xdinary Heroes recently proved how epic longer songs are. That's true. Diz says LMAO, no, always Jinky. Okay, we love it. Shout outs. All right, my goat. Let's check out Onew.
Maybe 내가 잘못했던 거겠지 문제를 되짚고 다시 처음으로 come back but no 매일 뛰어가도 나가고 싫던 멈춰 하루를 돌이키며 지샌 밤 나의 시간 미래를 향해 가지 않고 맴맴 돌아와 축 처진 고개를 깊게 숙이고 긴 그림자 속 내 문제를 찾아 헤맨 나의 걸음이 찾아낸 건 말야 That's where's my confidence 반짝이던 눈에 온몸에 넘쳤는데 언제 이런 걸까 주머니 속 한가득 주었다면 이 세상에 다 저마다가 정답이란 얘기 사이 정작 잃어버려 해낼 수 있단 자신감 잃지 말자 Confidence Confidence 중요한 건 Confidence 에이 대단한 단 하나의 성취 대신 에이 수백 번 잃어갈 날 믿고 싶어
You got some rapper Onew? Let's fucking go.
속에 쌓인 좁은 등관을 반대로 좁혀진 내리트 확신만으로 나를 믿고 앞만 보고 걸어가면 돼 풀어야 할 세상이 꼭 내가 내린 날 그대로만 풀려나가 날 들리던 세상이 들려 no Let's go That's where's my confidence 반짝이던 눈에 온몸에 넘쳤는데 언제 이런 걸까 주머니 속 한가득 주었다면 이 세상에 다 저마다가 정답이란 얘기 사이 정작 잃어버려 해낼 수 있단 자신감 잃지 말자 Confidence Confidence 중요한 건 Confidence Confidence Confidence
Oh, I love those vocal ad-libs in the back. Oh.
Yeah. If you wanna talk the talk, walk the walk.
Wow. All right. Very cool. This was Onew's Confidence. Thank you, Diz, for posting this. Y'all know I love Onew. He's my bias and shiny, but I love his solo stuff. I might be, listen, shiny's incredible. Don't get me wrong, but I like resonate so much with like Onew's solo material. You got again, maybe it just might be the bias, but man, he's got such an interesting stylization. I feel like he's definitely tapped more into like that like funky, groovy, like like pseudo R&B sort of styling of music recently, and I've been enjoying it. I thought the song was so much fun. I Man, the drum, I give a shout out to their drummer. Whoever was doing the drumming on this song like deserves a raise because there was so many cool like rhythm sections. I love like the snare hi-hat rolls, like so incredible. And I think whoever did it did a phenomenal job because there was a lot of like interesting like rhythm technique used in the song that I think will go unnoticed by most, which is fine. But I feel like I got to give him his flowers, certainly. So shout outs to the drummer of this song. They did incredible. But man, Onew's got such a really interesting sort of like no pun intended. He's got an interesting confidence about him that like there's something really unique about his styling with each comeback where I think like especially the last mini album he did, I loved, and I still listen to that one a ton. But I think I'm excited to also check out this one because like it kind of pulls a lot of elementation from his previous mini album, but then as well as that, I think he's delving more into that like again that R&B like funky like groovy sort of sound, which I'm excited to see him explore more. I don't know how the rest of the songs on this release play out, but I definitely am excited to give this one a listen. And his vocals sound really incredible in this song as per usual. Um, I really enjoyed kind of the dubbing of his vocals. I think he did a great job. Like there's a lot of cool like harmony ad libs in the back that I feel like give his sound so much fullness, but then still kind of keeping that good like mid range warm tone that does super well. So I think this was a great combination of not only think showing off his range, but I think equally as well as showing off his ability to do different things vocally, and that's what always keeps me excited. I'm always excited to check out more Onew stuff. So, feel like this was a great example of that. So, very nice, very nice. A couple comments here. Connie says that talking about long songs, Onew has a song that I love. It's almost 7 minutes long. Hell yeah, let's go. And they also said Onew is coming to Chile. I still can't believe it. I hope you got tickets and enjoy your time. I will definitely be slightly envious of you because I would love to see Onew. I know I just missed him, but hopefully he'll be back soon so I can go and hang out. Sonja says loving the beat, agreed. Connie says so groovy. Diz says he's really not even K-pop anymore as a soloist. Really, I would agree. Dang says he's kind of indie. I feel like it's interesting to see his growth as an artist. And Sonja says, I agree. He's beyond K-pop. I would also back Sonja's comment as well. And then Diz says, this is a pre-release. Animals is the title track on the 15th. Oh, okay. I'll have to check that out. We'll have to check that out. I'm excited. So, yeah, this was great. Like I said, I should be not surprised because I've enjoyed it, but very cool. Connie says, tomorrow I got to fight to get Super Junior tickets. Hey, best of luck. Said positive affirmations to Connie. You can do it, Connie. We believe. So, very nice. Thank you, Diz, of course. Let's see. Dang, if you have one, I feel like I have to do Dang and Diz after each other so I can get their choices in before they have to go to bed. Diz says, thank you for reacting. It's 1:30. I'll catch the rest on the replay. Have a fun rest of stream. Oh, thank you, Diz. Appreciate it. Very nice. Yeah, good night. Good night. We'd love to see it. Dang, if you have one before you proverbially sign off, let me know. If not, I'm gonna move on to Gunky next. Okay, rope. Okay, sure. We're going for it. Okay. All right, let's do it. I think you posted it very currently, so get it pulled up here. I gotta go scroll back to my spot now. Damn, it's Cowboy Jim. His facial expressions kill me. That's awesome. That's a megaphone. All right, very cool. This was Jin's Rope It from his tour. Very nice. Dang says his whole concert was a comedy show, but also simultaneously actually really good. I did. My partner's been keeping an eye out for it. We might potentially, it depends. I think maybe it might not happen, but we had thought about going to see Jin. So I'll keep you all posted. Maybe we will go see Jin. I don't know, but this seems very fun. I heard it's been chaotic as shit though. Like it's like I feel like it's Jin's fever dream in like in a show. I've gotten all the tea on it, so I'm curious how it is. I feel like the inquisitive nature of myself, I feel like is just curious on what type of crazy shenanigans he is getting up to. But Sonja says his tour stop in Dallas are going to love this. He's so fun. I agree. Dang says it's highly interactive show, so if you go, be prepared. I did hear the only one thing, and y'all can comment if that is correct or not, but I did see that there was like a rock climbing wall or something, like random as shit, but like very interesting. So that's wild. But anyway, song itself I enjoyed. I definitely was like enjoying the more like rock vibes that Jin was bringing. I feel like he's got really good stage charisma, which I mean should be blatantly obvious, but I feel like his stage presence was really incredible. So I really liked it. But he's got a great vocal tone. Like I think he sounds phenomenal live. I think this might be one of the few times, other than like obviously watching like the BTS performances live, that I'm like, damn, like that's super good. I definitely liked it. So he's an incredible vocalist. I would definitely want to not only see, I feel like, the members of BTS, but I feel like if I get the chance to go see BTS as a collective, I think that would be really sick as well too. Just being familiar with their work now, I feel like it would come full circle. But this is great. This is a great thing. If this tour hits your stop and you are not doing anything, I will go out. It seems like a fucking blast. So very cool. Thank you, Ding, for showing us this. I also love the cowboy outfit. I was not really expecting that, but it was cool. Dang, or not Dang. Sonja says the whiplash is real. He's funny and goofy, but also sings beautifully live. Yeah, listen, that's the type of energy I like to, I feel like I would have, but I only got the goofy part. So very cool, very cool. Thank you, Dang. The next one on our proverbial list here is Gunky. We have Chakura as the band. If you would like to do that one, let me know. If you have another one you would like me to check out, then let me know. Dang says good night, Cowboy. Hey, there we go. Gungi says let's do Say My Name, Love Romantic. It's for Webtoon. I listened to this too much. It's normally not my type of song, but it's a lot like old 50/50. Ooh, okay. I think I did see this. Yes. Okay. Perfect. All right. Check it out. Okay, I get. Yep, you're right. You're right, Gunky. I love that upright bass sound. Super nice. That was gorgeous.
Just let me fall in love.
Very nice, very nice. All right. That was Say My Name, LOVE Romantic. Thank you, Gunky, for the pick. I'm going to put all their faces up here. I did like Say My Name. I still like a lot of their music. I feel bad. There's so many groups we cover that I try to do my best to listen to as much as I can. Which I haven't really delved a lot into their discography. So I'm hoping this will maybe give me the push to check out more. But I really enjoyed this a lot. I will agree with Gunky that this definitely has more of a like light 50-50 feel. I also agree with Sarah's definitely got that Own Best Friend by Billy. Shout outs to Billy. I love them. But I thought this was great. This was like really lush. I loved a lot of the instrumentation on this, like the string plucking, the upright bass like playing was incredible as well too. Shout outs to them. I think like it gives this kind of like waltzy, like ethereal sort of feeling to it that I like, almost like I don't know, like a little fairy tale-ish, like a fairy tale type movie, given that type of vibe, which is great. I think that the sound works out really well. I would argue it might be like a little bit of a timeless sort of sound just because it has it's rooted in like 1920s, music, maybe 1930s type music. So, that's been around for certainly a long time. So, and I imagine it'll continue to be, resurfaced in that way. I think some of my favorite members of Say My Name, particularly in this song, I liked Sungjo. They were incredible. Dohee was also really good. I liked a couple of the lines that Canny had. I think she was really good. I loved a lot of their different textures. All three of them individually, I think, had like really unique tones that I could pick out more, more discernibly. So they definitely stood out just a bit more than I think, and that's again, no offense to any of the other members of the Say My Name, but they definitely were the ones that I was like, ooh, I liked a lot of their stylization. But I thought this was incredible. This was a really, really gorgeous song, and enjoyed this a ton. So, Gangi says, I did mention the last stream, Say My Name is my favorite 5th gen group with Rescene. That's fair. They're both incredible groups, so makes sense. And Gungy says, my most listened to song this year by a large amount is Shalala by See My Name, if that says anything. I was going to say, that is a great song. Kala beat me to it. So, yeah, very, very cool. Very cool. I was vibing with this one. This one's good. It seems like chat was also digging it as well. I'm big mad though. Sarah brought up something. My partner and I plan on going to Otakon in DC, and they always have like special like artists come through and play or like something like that. And Billy's playing Friday, and we're not going Friday, which I'm big upset about. So I'm hoping they switch. I'm hoping they play Saturday versus Friday. But I don't know if that is something that they already agreed to already. But it would have been incredible to see Billy because they're one of my favorite girls groups. So I'm a little gutted, but it is what it is. Gungy says you dropped the ball by not going Friday. Listen, we both work Friday, so and we didn't know, so it's unfortunate, but it is what it is, you know. So hopefully, maybe they'll switch. I don't know. Like I said, I might have to convince her to see if we can go Friday. So that is what vacation for, but it is what it is. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, maybe I might have to. It's around the corner, so we'll have to figure it out. But that's a problem for another time. All right, very cool. Well, thank you, Gunky, for the Say My Name pick. That's awesome. Unhi, you are next. You have chosen Eyelid's Do the Dance, unless there's another one you would like us to check out. That you would like us to move up. So if you have one that you would like to move up the line, then we can. I think we have listened to. I think we did listen to Eyelid, I thought, or maybe I didn't. I don't know. Uni says Sally posted, but we can go with Fromis 9, Like You Better, a summer bob from our queens. Hey, okay, cool. Let's do it. And Sally, if you have another one, then we won't listen to it twice, but let's check out Fromis 9, Like You Better. Let's check it out. I've been excited. I saw this come up on my Instagram, so I feel like I gotta give this one a spin. Well, that's coming up too, so.
You know what? This isn't just a moment. And once you feel it, there's no turning back. 널 닮은 파도의 type, I can go anywhere. 말해봐 모든 say. 불같은 태양의 끝에 우리 그려볼래. Let's call ourselves the spotlight. From summer days to the last dance, 다쳐도 놓지 않을 이 rendezvous. So I know 바람 속에 몸을 맡긴 채. So hit it up 1, 2, 3, 4 tight. I like you better.
Oh.
You and I love you true. 'Cause this is too great. I like you better. 너의 일이라 부르래. 더 뜨겁게.
Ooh. Great melody.
달콤한 바람. So hit it up 1, 2, 3, 4 tight. 내 꿈에 더 stay. 네가 머문 계절 속에 끊임없이 떠다닐래. Break the compass, let you in, but you gave me something really special. I'm gonna be with you like this, na na na. You're never falling like that, never gonna be wasting your time. From summer days to the last dance, 아파도 놓지 않을 이 rendezvous. So when 너라면 어디든 가볼래. So hit it up 1, 2, 3, 4 tight. I like you better, I like you better. You and I love you true. 'Cause this is too great. I like you better. 너의 일이라 부르래. 더 뜨겁게.
Love this second part of the chorus.
달콤한 바람. So hit it up 1, 2, 3, 4 tight. 내 꿈에 더 stay. 귀신
Great harmonies too. Oof. Woo! Somebody's cooking in the back. Holy shit. This is fire. This is so good. Man, we're on a good roll tonight. I'll tell you what. Y'all have been cooking. Y'all are all chefs now. Very nice, very nice. All right, cool. This was Uni/Sally's pick. Fromis 9, Like You Better. Truly a summer bop. 100% would agree. Wow, this was awesome. I loved their vocals. I feel like, again, Fromis 9 is an incredible group. I still love a lot of their music. I go back and listen to it from time to time. But I felt like this one was one that I obviously haven't checked out, and B, I'm glad I checked it out live here. This was phenomenal. The chorus is extremely infectious. I think their vocals are damn fucking impressive. I was like really shocked at how it's like how many good like vocal layering is in like the verses, like even the choruses and stuff. I was kind of shocked. It's got like a good like anthemic feel too in that chorus as well. So I feel like that kind of just adds a big statement piece to the song. The bridge was also really cool. I liked how it kind of softens out a little bit, but like just is really gorgeously done. And I think the way that they kind of have that big send off moment in the final chorus always does, I feel like, in my opinion, always does it a good justice. And I think they absolutely crushed it. I don't know who is doing like those really high, like falsetto, like runs at the top. That was awesome. So I definitely love that a lot. The one thing that I will say, this song kept giving me like a familiar vibe to it, and I was like trying to figure out what song it was. But I feel like to me it was kind of giving me Carly Rae Jepsen's "I Really Really Like You." I like can hear like a little bit of the tonality in like the verses, and then like I would say maybe a little bit less distinctly in the choruses, but definitely it's still a little bit. I don't know if it's just maybe me hearing things that I want to hear or not, but it's definitely giving me a little bit of that vibe. I've heard that song so many times, so probably any melody that is closely assimilated to that, maybe is my problem. But I thought this was still really good. But definitely I was getting a little Carly Rae Jepsen vibes, which no argument there. I like her music too. So very cool. This is a great choice. Thank you, Uni. Thank you, Sally, for the pick as well. Let's see what we got here. Sally does have another one. Okay, perfect. Kaylee says, "Oh, this was good. I don't usually listen to girls groups. Fair enough." Gunky says, "I saw Fromis 9 when they got their first win post Hybe with this. Ooh, very nice." Connie says, "I don't listen to girls groups, but I love Fromis." Ooh, interesting. Okay. Cal says, "Ooh, this is playlist worthy." Yes, agreed. Great to see them succeed. I agree with you, Gunky. Sally says it's a summer song through and through. Love summer songs. Agreed. Love it. Definitely brings it out more here. Sally says, "I love the bridge so much. Love bridges in general so much." Hey, fair enough. Let's see. Kaylee says, "Rise up like a flame, and aren't you glad we did this together?" I also love the lyrics. Yeah, I was gonna say it was really, really sick. Kongi says, "I was pleasantly surprised when I heard this song. It's really good. Down to 5, but still killing it." I agree. Gooden, he definitely hears it. Okay. And because it's from is 5. Oh God. Listen, if you want your title back, Sarah, you can take it back. Uni says, a top comment on the Reddit post for the song says, somewhere Carly Rae Jepsen is smiling as her influence spread even wider. You're so on bang with that. Oh, let's go. Hey, let's go. I was just joking, Sarah. You can listen. You can take your crown as the dad joke, dad joke lord here. It's fine. I'll let you have it. That was good. I think I cringed a little bit because it's just like, man, I haven't heard you launch a nuke in a while, and I felt like that one was. So, I think it was maybe I was just proud, Kogi says you and Brandon are both that's probably accurate, actually. So, very nice. Well, I'm glad I did it. Listen, I knew I was onto something. I knew I was cooking, so Sarah says I'm cringe, but I'm free. I feel like Sarah, when they made that comment, I feel like it was just like when Harry Potter gives Dobby the sock, at the end of the Harry Potter movies. Oh my god. Sorry. I'm sorry, Sarah. I don't mean to do you like that. That was a rough one. Very nice, very nice. Well, Sally, if you've managed to make your way through the cringe jokes that Sarah and I have compounded you with, you can, obviously we did the Fromis 9, so if you have another one, let me know and we'll check that one out instead. So, also thank you, Uni, thank you, Sally, for the picks. We love to see it. So great shit. Oh, okay. Is it Wonho? My brother or pal? Okay. Sally says, I played a quick game of Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo, landed on Wonho's better than me, so I'll go with that one. Oh, listen, that's my brother. It's my birthday brother, so let's go. Let's check it out. I'm not ready yet. Okay. Would you like me to pause?
I'm not afraid to give you any less than all of me, girl. I would never give you promises that I can't keep. Find another, delete my number. Tell yourself you don't got it, but I'm the low. I think we both know I'm the best that you'll ever. I'll give you forever, so take all the time you need. 'Cause no one does it better than me.
Given like OG boy groups.
Try to find someone, but I guarantee they won't change your mind.
Little NSYNC.
There's only one me and you can't lie. No one does it better than me. No one does it better than me. Love me down and keep me falling. My love for you, it don't make no sense. Patient baby, when I'm all in. When it comes to you, oh, I'm feeling confident. Find another, delete my number. Tell yourself you don't got it, but I'm the low. I think we both know I'm the best that you'll ever. I'll give you forever, so take all the time you need. 'Cause no one does it better than me. Go ahead and try to find someone, but I guarantee they won't change your mind. You'll realize there's only one me and you can't lie. No one does it better than me.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
No one does it better than me. Find somebody you realize there's only one me and you can't lie. No one does it better than me. No one does it better than me. Does it better than me.
Nice. All right, cool. All right, this was Wano's Better Than Me. Thank you, Sally, for the pick. Very nice. Um, I'm gonna make an interesting comment. I feel like for me, I think Wonho is the like. I feel like he's the Korean embodiment of what I would imagine Johnny Bravo to be. You know what I mean? Like he's giving me Johnny Bravo energy where he just needs to just like he needs to flex his muscles. Which again, as someone who hits the gym regularly, I'm giving him. I mean, he's flexing. You know what I mean? I don't have to say much. I know that man puts in that fucking work. But like to me, anytime I see a Wano video, I'm just like, yo, he gives me Johnny Bravo energy minus like the swooped hair. Like that's all I'm saying. Like I said, no diss to Wano because we're birthday bros, but it really be like that though. Every time I see his videos or anytime I hear his anytime that I see him, I'm just like, hey, that is it says, and this is even him at his. That's what I'm saying. Man's caked up. I'll tell you what. But no, Santa says, I don't know what I've missed, but I got grinding and Johnny Bravo. Yep, that's all you need to know, honestly, at this point. For real. No, I jokes aside, because I feel like I probably have lost any Wonho fan at this point, but I thought it was good. I would probably say this is amongst my favorite ones that I've listened to from him. Maybe it just might be the nostalgia speaking, but I definitely love that like boy band, like maybe even like soloists. Like I know Sarah mentioned Justin Timberlake, which again was from NSYNC, but I feel like this definitely screams like 90s boy band through and through. Probably have a huge enjoyment of that. But I definitely like that vibe, and I feel like maybe the nostalgia of this song specifically, just kind of made me enjoy that. His vocals are great. Like I said, I don't think that he's not an Tate. I don't think that he is by far a shy vocalist by any stretch, but I think he was able to show off a lot more of his like runs and like a little bit more of that like stylization to his voice, which I appreciate. I think the beat was awesome. I think it's definitely a really catchy song. The chorus is really damn good. Also got a great hook to it as well. But yeah, I enjoyed this a lot. I would, like I said, I'd probably rate this amongst the higher Wano songs I've listened to. Not even from the pure aspect of the MV. I'm sure that is just extra eye candy, certainly. But beyond that, I think the song itself, if I was to just listen to this on Spotify, I would also probably rate this pretty highly as well too. So, Sarah says no. I think that we like it. That's fair. Okay. And Cal says gain Johnny Bravo fans. That's also facts. If you're a 90s kid, Johnny Bravo. So, hey, big facts. All right. Guggy says, so we went from I like you better to better than me. That was the most insane transition. So that's great. Sally says, and my Wi-Fi lagged the video right as he was grinding on the floor. Oh no. Well, I guess that might be good if you like Wonho grinding, then yeah, hey. All the power to you. So Kaylee says that's his fandom name, Weenie. I do remember that because I think I just chuckled, which I remember that very distinctly. That would probably be one of the only few fandom names I'll remember because it's just so funny. But very nice. All right, well, thank you, Sally, for the pick. We love to see it. Good shit. All right, cool. Kaylee, you are next. We have Rihan's Ben and Jerry featuring Junie, or if you would like to move one up the proverbial ladder, then we can move one up. So, your choice. Beatpella's new song, Freaky Monday. Ooh, okay. I've been seeing this. Listen, I'll be honest. I've been seeing this a lot, so I'm excited. So, all right, let's check it out. More coffee.
Bring the beat. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Out off the bat, it's a Monday. Freaky Monday. Feels like Thursday, but it's still Monday. Stuck in Monday. Freaky Monday. 오늘따라 출근길은 왜 이렇게 Monday? It's a Monday. Freaky Monday. I swear it's Thursday, but it's still Monday. Get Monday. 대체 언제까지 버텨야 돼 Monday 네가 Monday.
It's been 4 days, feel like a lifetime. Weekends ahead, it's prime time. No more rage in my brain with the breeze on my way. Thinking late night sex and a Netflix play. 피자 치킨 야식으론 족발. Squid game, but I prefer romance. With a comfy bed and fluffy pillow, feels like I'm in heaven till I check the date. Oh damn, it's motherfucking Monday. Freaky Monday. Feels like Thursday, but it's still Monday. Stuck in Monday. Freaky Monday. 오늘따라 출근길은 왜 이렇게 Monday? It's a Monday. Freaky Monday. Swear it's Thursday, but it's
This is Freaky Monday today. Shout outs.
같이 버텨야 돼 Monday, 네가 Monday.
Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up.
Ooh.
Let me stretch.
What? Hey. That's so sick. Oh, that's awesome. Way to go. All right. This is Beatpella House. Freaky Monday. If you're hanging out on our Freaky Monday, thanks for chilling. This was phenomenal. I feel like Beatpella House is like one of those. I mean, I wouldn't say they're slept on, certainly, but like anytime we get to check them out on stream, I'm just like, damn, it's so much fun. And I feel like their original songs, I really haven't given them as much love, which shame on me for not checking out this song, because this is incredible. Like the, again, no pun intended. I'm sure they get this a lot, but like the beat of the song is so infectious. Like it's wildly insane that this is all done by vocals. I feel like any group that does like beatboxing and then mixing in vocals, I think is just incredible. And obviously this is a really insanely great example of this. But man, this was so good. Really infectious. The chorus of the song, I was unsure if it was going to be as catchy as I thought it was going to be, but by the end of it I was like, Freaking Monday. Like I was like the melody, the hook of that song was getting stuck in my head, so I feel like that's always a good sign of that. I like the like the little breakdown part later on in the song. I thought that was cool, and how they obviously had every member kind of leave individually at the end. I thought that was a cool way to obviously represent how much input they have in the song per each member. But wow, this was flawlessly executed. I would definitely be giving this one another listen, and I'll have to give it a spin on the playlist for sure. So very nice. Uni says 10 out of 10. Hey, shit, let's go. Sondra says that was great. Kaylee says I love it. I feel like they gotta. Wow, I cannot read tonight. I love it. I feel like they all got to show off as well. I agree. Very cool. Let's see. Uni says haven't heard this. Yeah, blah blah blah. And Sarah says they said we don't need to wait until Friday to get freaky. Jazz says, what is it like to be so cool? I was gonna say, yeah, they exude the Riz, so I'm not even really surprised. So great choice. This is awesome. All right. Well, I know there's a few people in here that we haven't gotten to yet, so I'm gonna shout them out. I don't know if we've done any from Kala yet, so I'll give everyone who I think hasn't gotten one yet one. Kala, I think Connie. I don't think we got one from Connie yet. Let's see who else. No Santa and Sonja and Biscuit. If you have some, let me know. We'll try to. And Sarah, yes. Sorry. Those are the people. So if you've got one, let me know. We'll check it out. I will say, Kala, on the list here, I did check out Game Boy. Unironically, I thought it was fire. So it was good. Kala says Skiz Hollow, please, if you haven't listened to it already. I have not, but that Cat's Eye Game Boy, good vibe. All right, cool. I'm gonna write these down here in my Hollow. I'll put Kala here so I don't lose track. Yeah, my partner was listening to it in the kitchen, and I was like, is this the new? I was like, is this the new Cat's Eye song? And she was like, yeah, and I was like, shit. And then she's like, what's wrong? And I was just like, we could just check it out. It's fine. So, very nice. Okay, and Connie has Dio. Okay, very cool. All right, so I've got two. So Sarah, if you've got one, let me know, and also anyone else who I mentioned earlier. Very nice, very nice. One verse multi. Okay, I had a feeling. All right, cool. All right, let's get into Callus first, since I don't think I've checked this one out. Weirdly enough, so we will check it out. Kids, I cannot spell tonight. Okay, cool. Sonja says, I need to redeem Jin, so you got to see him in concert. He performed Abyss for the first time live, so a song he composed in the pandemic. Ooh, nice. We can do another Jin song. I'm down for it. Whatever you would like. So, let's check out Hollow though, while we're at it. They must have performed this, because I remember this a little bit. It sounds like Japanese. Yeah.
雲の中のモナ光ない夜名前もない心空をさまよう全て抱きしめ走っても Why do I feel hollow どんな場所にいても孤独になる愛が必要なのか一人でいるほど無理やり満たしても I'm so
That was awesome. Very nice, very nice. Ooh, more? Hey, very nice. All right, this was Stray Kids Hollow from their Japanese material. Very nice. All right, I feel like I almost always inherently give the Japanese material, like, I wouldn't say less of a look, but I don't always pay attention to Japanese material, and that's probably a fault of my own. But I also know there's a lot of Japanese material to comb through as well too. But I really enjoyed this. I do really like this song a lot. I think the melody choice is so catchy. More specifically in that chorus, I think that chorus hits super well. I was really surprised. I'm 95% sure that they performed this one live, like on the tour. I gotta double check now, because I thought for sure they did. But I thought this was great. I definitely loved, like, like I said, I think I always compare a lot of their Japanese material to like that of their Korean material, and obviously they cover two different gambits. But I really thought this was great. Like I said, I think I've heard bits and pieces of it live from what I remember. So I do remember listening to a little bit of it. So I'm gonna see if they did actually perform it or not. Did they? No, they didn't. Why did I think they did? That's crazy. I thought for sure they maybe like threw it in like a mix up. So, very interesting. But yeah, I thought this was great. This was definitely a good vibe. Definitely one of the ones that I think I will definitely give more of a listen to. I'll have to give a listen to this actually Japanese release as well too. Just because I feel like I haven't given it as much love. But I love the chorus. Bridge was also really phenomenal as well. Chanbin is still one of my favorite rappers, but I thought he absolutely crushed it. So in this song as well. So this was great. This is definitely one of those ones that I think I would have slept on. So I'm glad that Kala gave me the salutes to go check it out. So thank you, Cal, appreciate it. Muhammad says, "Hi everyone." Oh, thanks for pulling up, Muhammad. I hope you're doing well. We're chilling. We're listening to some K-pop. We're listening to the vibes. So thanks for pulling up. Appreciate it. All right, Sonja. Well, that's Jin's. Okay, I'm gonna keep this up, but we will check out Jin's thing in just a second. I will pause it real quick. All right, cool. Connie, you're next. So let me get them in order here. Multiverse, that was Sarah and Jin. Sonja. Perfect. Piscus says, have you done Jeff Sauter tell me the name. It sounds familiar, but I don't know. Maybe we have not. I know we've done a couple Jeff Sauter songs already, so maybe. We'll if not, feel free to send it. We'll check it out. Cool. All right, Connie, we're doing yours next. Sorry, I'm getting lost here, lost in the sauce a little bit. So, Sanja says, I feel like we tend to sleep on the Japanese versions. They're often so good. Ooh, okay. And I agree, Sanja. And Connie, what was the Dio song? I gotta, if it wasn't already on the list here, let me know and I can pull it up. Because it's probably lost in the ether of these posts here. So it is there. Okay. I am just gonna search up your name then. Sing along. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I think it'd probably just be easier for me to type it in. So thank you. All right, cool. All right, let's check it out then. This is new. All right. This is new.
Mixing all on. Forget tomorrow. Bring this thing all on. Whenever solo. 보통의 날들과는 차별을 둘 거야. 동그랗게 입 맞추세요. 아직은 서로 맞춰가도 돼. 여럿이면 혼자 말도 곧 함성이 될 테니까. Mixing all on.
This is great. What the hell? Y'all are crushing it.
Baby, I can sing along. 멍하니 scroll을 넘길 동안 야금야금 도둑 맞던 시간. Funky special, but no rushing. 빽빽한 삶의 빈틈을 줘. 다들 가끔 그럴 때 있잖아. 자기 전 푹하고 떠올린 상상. 이제 현실로 옮겨 why not. Miracle morning은 저저녁에 와. 행복까진 아니어도 기분은 좀 낼래. Oh, oh, oh. 단지 오늘을 위해 Mixing all on. Forget tomorrow. Bring this thing all on. Whenever solo. Now I can sing alone. Look, 그림빛 조명 full moon. 소원을 머금고 들숨 운을 떼면 노랫말을 붙여줄게 to you. To all of us 춤출 자신이 생겨. 누구도 소외될 수 없는 날. Mixing all on.
Hey. Love the beat switch. That was great.
Mixing all on. Forget tomorrow. Bring this thing all on. Whenever solo.
Ooh, okay. Interesting. I would have not have placed for that to stop, honestly, but hey, all the power to him. All right, this was Dio's Sing Along if you're hanging out. Thank you, Connie, for the pick. Wow. This has been different. I will say I feel like the Dio songs I've enjoyed, but this one I think I might have enjoyed the most. This had like a very carefree vibe, you know what I mean? Like it's got like a little bit of like an island feel, which I'm about. Yeah, I thought the overall vibes were great on this song. Like definitely not, I feel like not what I would associate him to do, but like nonetheless, I think it was a really, really well crafted song. And he's got, I know I've mentioned it before, but I'll keep saying it again. He's got a great voice. I think this one is very representative, is like maybe more of his like mid to high range tone. I think he gets to utilize it really well in this song. So I really like that a ton. as well as that, just the instrumentals were fun. Like, he was having a good time in this MV. I feel like the positive, fun energy was also very well included, not only in the MV, but I think the music itself. But yeah, I thought this is great. This is definitely, I'll have to give a listen to his album. Connie says it's a full album with 10 songs. So I'm curious to see like kind of the gambit of what he can bring. But definitely what a phenomenal song. Good vibes. It kind of gives a little like light summer feel too, which I'm about. So great stuff. Love to see it. Everyone was also shocked that he has blonde hair, which is a look. I think it looks good on him. So very nice. Kaylee says, I love when Kyunso just doesn't care and vibes. I agree. Sandra says, so cool. Biscuit says, I have to listen to the album. Connie says, I still can't believe we got Blondio. Insane look. He looks so handsome. Would also agree. Very good looking dude. Sandra says, summary song. Yes, I agree. Wow, very cool. This is a bop. You know, y'all listen. Y'all go give yourselves a hand. You guys are crushing it tonight. So we'd love to see it. All right, very nice. Biscuit, I'm gonna get your link pulled up before I lose it in the proverbial playlist here. So Jeff, we are not listening to you yet. We'll be back. Don't worry. All right, very cool, very cool. The next one we're doing is Sarah's pick, and they have chosen One Verse, which I did make a funny haha on their Twitter. So it was great. Shout outs to them. I think their fandom name is 5 stars, is it not? And then I said they're 5 stars Michelin. So I thought it was hilarious. Sarah says One Verse Universe is a new boy group under Singing Beetle Entertainment. I like that. I like that name. That's cool. With their official debut on July 18th. They'll be the second group to debut with North Korean members. Oh, wow. Yeah, I remember you saying something about this. The verse to be mainly written and produced by a North Korean member. They're an entirely foreign group with 2 North Korean members, a Chinese American, Laotian, Thai American, and a Korean Japanese member. They gained popularity in the last year through social media channels and mainly their TikTok and YouTube. And Sarah says, yes, 5 stars, excuse me. Yeah. Okay. This has been a long time coming. Yeah. I made a funny joke about it. So if you don't go like it, I'm sorry. Don't actually go like it. I just thought it was goofy, but anyway, we're going to check out the MV. I feel like that's the only appropriate one to watch tonight. So let's give them a listen. No, too late.
For every multiverse there is a galaxy where we collide a fantasy that's coming true tonight. You and I, we don't 하나보 어딘가에 별의 지도서 빛난 spot 너를 찾고 있어. Lost in the feeling, sky with no ceiling. Our love it, babe, love it, babe. In every multiverse, yeah. You and I 서로 알아봐. 어디 있더라도 마음이 끌려 연결돼 느낄 수가 있어. Lost in the feeling, sky with no ceiling. I would love you, babe, in every multiverse. In every multiverse, I'm in love with you. That's alright. That's alright. Alright. Yo, 아무도 모르는 secret big mess. 속에 숨겨진 emotions, dancing in proms, picking up rings, 우리만 만든 작은 기억들 하나하나 어떤 세상에서 너를 만나게 됐던지 Got me loving every minute spend your galaxy You know 우리 꿈을 내고 shooting star Make a wish now make a wish
Every multiverse there is a galaxy where we collide a fantasy It's coming true tonight
You and I 위로 바라본 하늘 어딘가에 별의 지도서 빛난 spark 너를 찾고 있어
Lost in the feeling, sky with no ceiling. Our love it, babe. In every multiverse.
우린 하나가 되어 하늘로 fly high fly high 찬란한 이 순간 기대되는 시간 Feel 널 보게 된 순간 멈춰 삶이 하나 이 설렘의 수치 Keep going if you get it now 이 순간들을 놓고 싶지 않아 영원히 우린 함께 맞춰가만 사는 universe
You and I 위로 날아가 내게 닿은 순간 별의 지도서 빛난 spark 우릴 이어져서
Lost in the feeling sky with no ceiling I will love you babe in every multiverse yeah 은하수 위로 달려가 내게 닿은 순간 터질 것 같은 심장이 노래를 하고 있어
Lost in the feeling, sky with no ceiling. Our love it, babe.
in my universe love you in my universe
Even the tiniest memories, they add up to be us, our universe. So no matter what happens, promise me you won't forget this moment.
Lore? Do they have lore? Okay. All right. This was Universe and their song Multiverse. That is quite a lot of verses. I thought this was very good. Obviously not being as familiar with them, and then coming to know them now on stream here. I thought it was great. I will give two shout outs, more specifically. I loved the production. I think the production on this song was impeccable. So I really thought the I thought the instrumentation was really, really good to start off. So shout outs to whoever was working mostly on like the instrumentation. They did a great job. I was also pleasantly surprised as well, that there is a very distinct tone to each of them. Like you can hear it more so in their songs, and maybe again it's just because they're a smaller group. I think is there like 5 members, Sarah? I think if I can do math well. Yeah, it looks like 5. Okay. I think to me they do a great job of I think they do a great job of not only I feel like being well acclimated together, but I would also say equally as well as they all have their individual voice, which I think is really impressive for a group that, again, I have never heard of as of today. So I think they do a great job of being able to show that level of distinction in their voices. So I definitely love that. Chorus was really catchy, really infectious. I liked it from first jump. I thought it was great. Their tones are very interesting as well. Like, especially in the chorus, I think there was like more of that like mid-range, like almost like borderline like head voice tone, and I thought that sounded really good. So definitely liked it. But overall, I thought this was really catchy. It's got like this really cool kind of like, again, ethereal, like more lush sound, and I think that has a lot to do with maybe the more current groups that are coming out now. But I think they did a fantastic job. It's really, really gorgeous production wise, but I think their voices also stand out super well. I love their rapper. I think the rapper is incredible too. I feel like that shouldn't be a surprise, but it was awesome. So Sarah says, so the main writers for this song are Hyuk, who wrote for Misamo. There's CEO Michelle Cho, who has written for a lot of SM artists. Oh wow, okay, shout outs to And then Sarah also says Michelle Cho produced it. Oh, very good. Shoutouts to Michelle. She did a fantastic job. And then Sonja asked who the member was at the end, and Jazz answer says, that's Nathan. Okay, cool. And Sarah also says, wait, no, Michelle is the executive producer, produced by V Dot. Okay, shout outs to V Dot. Also shout outs to Michelle. She's also equally as incredible as well too. So very cool. As my voice cracks, that was awesome. Definitely will be keeping my eyes out for Universe in the future. So thank you, Sarah. All right, we've got a couple more, and then we'll be going down the proverbial list again. Sonja has Jin, so we're gonna check out Abyss now, which I guess is from the same tour. So very cool. Let's give it a spin. Sarah says, shout outs to Michelle. She put together a great group and only misspelled one of their names during. Oh, that's oof. That's, I feel that, listen, as someone who as people who misspell my name all the time, I get it. So, oh no. How could they do my boy like that? That's rough. But all right, cool. Well, Sonja, we are moving on to yours. Let's check out Abyss. I'm excited. Let's give this one a listen. Yeah, or Brendan. I get Brendan a lot. Brandon. Brandine. For real. I'm always brain dead. No, Santa, we also have your choice, so don't forget. I don't want to miss out on your pick. Ooh. Okay. Very cool. He's got such a wow. He would be a really cool pleasure to see live. I'll definitely have to consider that. Very nice, very nice. Thank you, Sonja, for this one. This is great. I loved. I feel like he's such an incredible performer live. I think I might actually enjoy him more live than I think in his material. And that's not to say I don't like his material in his solo stuff, but I feel like there's something really special about his like live performance. He gives a lot of energy. His falsetto tone's gorgeous. I don't feel like I've heard as much of Jin's falsetto tone. I know he definitely flexes a lot in the BTS stuff, but I feel like not as much in his solo material. So cool representation of that. But Love Test is just mostly like there's like a little bit of guitar at the end, but like mostly just him and his vocals. I think that is incredible. So that was awesome. Great stuff. I love it, Sonja. I also love that it was mashed up against. I'm just waiting for somebody to be checking out like if I put Jin's face in the background of like the thumbnail and somebody goes to this Jin thing and all they see is just everybody spelling my name incorrectly. That's wild. So so just says Jin wrote this song during the pandemic when he was experiencing burnout. It was a gift to fans on SoundCloud. First ever performance live. Oh, love to see it. That's great. I'm glad he was able to perform that. So Kaylee says I like the piano design. And Gungi says I'm surprised nobody picked the new Xdinary Heroes song tonight. We got time. We still got time. Plenty of time. So and everyone says everyone has their names messed up in chat here. So, hey, listen. I get it. So, very nice, very nice. All right, cool. We're going to keep it moving. I will do it. No Santa says shout outs to the parents for choosing a common name and changing 2 letters so that no one spells it right. Ouch. Oof. That's rough. That is rough. So, okay. All right. We got Jeff, and that was Biscuit, and we have No Santa, Espa. Okay, cool. Wow. Hey, let's go. This is rough. We're unlocking chat lore tonight. We love to see it. So, all right. Biscuit, it is your time. We're listening to Jeff Sauter's new song, Tell Me the Name, which came out 2 weeks ago, and I have not listened to. So let's check it out. Ooh, all right. Very nice. This is another Jeff Sauter song I can add to my proverbial list. Very nice. All right. This was Jeff Sauter's Tell Me the Name. Very nice. Thank you, Biscuit. Appreciate it. I love this. I feel like Jeff's one of those artists that I really would like to. I don't know if we would do a deep dive, but I would definitely, if it is something chat would like me to do, I am up for it, certainly. I know we have listened to a large hodgepodge of his music already at this point. But if there is enough content to do a deep dive of Jeff, then I'm down. We have not. I know we've listened to some of his songs, but I don't know if we've done. I don't know if anyone has suggested to do a Jeff Sauter deep dive, so I'll put that out there. But I definitely think that each song that I've listened to from him, I've liked more and more, and I think this one, in terms of his vocal styling, is just so good for like that kind of like more. I guess it's like borderline like rock kind of tone or alternative feel. I definitely enjoyed his vocals in this song the most. I think obviously as well he was able to show off a lot of his range. He's got like that beautiful, like gorgeous kind of like low end tone to his voice that I really appreciate. And I think he is really well versed in this track. But I also will say that as the song kind of progresses, I love his like falsetto tone as well. He's got a really good like over the top sort of like really glistening sort of like higher end tone to his falsetto, and I really appreciate that because he's got, again, an incredible range. I know I've mentioned that about some of the other songs that we've listened to, but I would say this one, at least to me, seems gap wise a lot larger. So definitely appreciate that a lot. I will also say he kind of gives me, and I mean this in like the nicest and best way possible, he kind of gives me a little bit of like a Hosier feel. Obviously I know Hosier is like on a completely different like spectrum, but I think he's got kind of like that good like beautiful like low end tone that I feel like Hosier does a really great job with, but at the same point, I feel like I feel like Jeff has more of a brighter tone on the top end, where I don't feel like in terms of Hosier's vocal tone, I don't know if he delves that far up into the range, but I definitely think that I could draw a little bit of the parallels between his voice and obviously and Jeff's voice, but they're both incredible vocalists, and I think this one again, this song was amongst my favorites that I've heard from Jeff. Like I said, I'll definitely be going back and listening to this song 100%. So very nice. Kaylee says, "Oh yeah, it could be fun. We've done a lot of his songs, so we have done a lot of his songs." Sonja says, "He would be great to do a deep dive on chronologically." I agree. Cal says, "I was convinced we had done him already because we've covered so much. Definitely would be fun." And Biscuit says, "I can see the Hosier Jeff comparison." Okay, cool. I'm glad I wasn't. I'm glad I'm shooting my shots tonight. I'm crushing it. So, very nice, very nice. Yeah, another, like I said, another fantastic Jeff song. I there is yet to be a time where I feel like I'm unimpressed by his musical prowess. So, hope they could keep the positivity rolling. So, very nice. Thank you, Biscuit, for the pick. We'd love to see it. All right, we're moving on to Espa's Dirty Work, which I believe my partner said that she didn't like this one, so, or she wasn't really feeling it. So I'm curious where my stance lies on this one, honestly. So, all right, let's check it out. I'm excited. I'm excited.
World domination 나름 gotta say 예전엔 없던 두려움 변이가 되졌지 않아 다수로 볼 땐 set 'em on fire 스스로 밝혀 I don't really care if you like me I don't really wanna play nicely Oh 답을 고른 게 정답인 선택 Open your eyes come and bite me Sharp teeth bite first Real bad business that's dirty word Yeah real bad business that's dirty word Real bad business that's dirty word Bold eyes cold stare Real bad business that's dirty word Real bad business that's dirty word Yeah real bad business that's dirty word Work Yeah Work Real bad business that's dirty word Real bad business that's dirty word I'm not a Nick girl more like a hit girl Mafia ties going back to the old world Fear in their eyes I'm always watching Call me the Reaper I'm knocking It's me, a little baddie Just cause I'm pretty doesn't mean I don't do hard things make me feel like a thunder Let me think more than how to know like it Sharp eyes, fierce slick Real bad business, that's dirty word Real bad business, that's dirty word Real bad business, that's dirty word Hold tight, get tough Real bad business, that's dirty word Real bad business, that's dirty word Real bad business, that's dirty word We don't see you as a threat 얄팍한 프로 따윈 한 겹의 glass 내 맘대로 해 깨트리네 쉽게 난 두 발로 그 위를 pass yeah You could just let him talk about it Curl up to my let him know about it 뻔해를 깨우는
Bridge isn't bad. Huh. I'm just confused. All right. Well, this was Espa's Dirty Work. Whew. Whew. All right, I'm gonna read chat first. Maybe this will justify my opinion on this. Let's see. Sarah says they're gonna keep saying business as they write that in the cap. I was gonna say they're saying business. Gunky says, yeah, this is definitely not good, at least for my taste. Callus says, I don't love it. I don't hate it, to be honest. I think the instrumental failed it. Kaylee says, I don't think it's bad, so say, just not my thing at all. I don't mind it as much since hearing it a few times. Interesting. Sarah says, for such a busy song, it's entirely forgettable. Really nothing special to it. It feels pretty generic for the music moment right now. Gunky says, since I don't listen to Espa, I'm not even going to give it a fair opinion on their songs. Fair enough. Noah Santa says, they're such a good vocal group. It feels weird to have such a minimal song. Unhi says, it's not my favorite Espa track. I still like it quite a bit. The beat is better than the lyrics, though. Jazz says, yeah, it's not for me. And Uni says, I appreciate a good spectacle. Sanjay says, it's repetitive, not my cup of tea. Okay. I feel like for me, I think I might have kind of assimilate closest to Kala's opinion. I don't think that is a bad song, but I also know that this song is probably not for me. I also agreed No Santa as well, because I think that they have I think they're such a uniquely talented group, and I'm not just saying that to just blow smoke up their ass because they don't pay me, and it is what it is, right? But they are so talented vocally that I feel like it's almost a crutch that they aren't using the vocals in the way that I feel like I would imagine them to use them. And I think it kind of harkens back to other title tracks that I've heard from Espa that I'm just like, damn, it's like, I know they can kill it. Like, I know they've got it. Like, vocally, they like, they have good songs where I'm like, damn, I like this Espa song. Like, I've liked a lot of the songs in their discography, even older ones. So I've kind of been following a lot of their music over this time. But yeah, I would say this one's definitely not for me. It's not like I have any ill will towards it. I feel like if anything, I'm just apathetic towards it. It's like there's definitely some interesting parts of the song. I think the only redeemable thing for me, at least, was the bridge. I really like the bridge of the song, and I think if they kind of like shaped it a little bit more so around the bridge, I think it could have been better, certainly. But like I said, I don't have I'm not like oh, this is generic. I'm just definitely to me, it just doesn't like, I didn't feel anything like emotionally. Like whenever I listen to a song, I want it to connect with me. I'm making faces. I'm saying like expletives all the time about the song. And I feel like this one wasn't one of those ones where I need to be explicit for the sheer purpose of saying that it's a bad song, right? But I feel like for me, it's not like, I'm not like, holy shit, like this is crazy. Like the Jeff Sauter song we just listened to, I'm like, that's sick. And like production wise, it works. But like I kind of was expecting a little bit more. I was expecting more vocally, and I didn't get that. That doesn't make me sad, but it's definitely something where I was like, I feel like Espa can do it. Well, why wouldn't they do it? And that's just that's kind of where I sit on the song. Like I said, if you love this song and this is your vibe, absolutely be bumping it, jam it. Totally, it absolutely makes sense. Like I said, there are some songs that I feel like most people don't like that I probably like, and vice versa. So, that's the preference of having music. So, enjoy it. If you enjoy it up, but, it ain't my tea, and that's fine, Kaylee says, it doesn't feel to me like they saw everyone trying different sounds and experimenting, but then they tried to do it without thinking about how it would fit them as a group, if that makes sense. Okay, I could see that. No Santa says, it feels the curse of a popular group. They produce such boring songs for them. I could see that. I will say, like, the first one that came out of my head was like Armageddon, and I enjoyed that one. So, and Whiplash is great too. So, I think it's like what I think it's the tools you're working with. And sometimes the tools are a little dull, so that's just how I see it. But, hey, they're still tools, and They can be used. So Callus says maybe a hot take, but I don't hate it when vocal talented groups do non-vocally heavy songs occasionally. I think this one could have been much better and more dynamic. I can kind of see it. Sarah says it's weird too for a label that really does experimental music. This is an experimental song, was so similar to so much other music released in the past few months. And then Kaylee says, yes, that's what I mean. It sounded like they jumped on the bandwagon without adding Espa color to it. Yeah. I guess my analogy for it is like they're coloring outside of the lines, but the coloring's not very good. So that's kind of how I see it. It's like I can see that it could have potential eventually, but I think that they're missing some steps. You know, that is what it is. And like I said, it's not a diss to them or their company or whatever, but I think they could get to a point where a song like this would work, right? Like convincingly. I just think that this one is definitely one that should have been workshopped a little bit more, but that's my personal preference, you know? So, all right. Cool. Let's see here. We just did the Espa one. We did Cal. I already told Cal I listened to the. Wow, we did Cal has both. I did check the Cat's Eye one out. Jeff Sauter, we did. All right, Cal. We have Plave next, which is hide and seek, so we could do it. If not, I know Gunkies would be next, I believe. Unless Sally wanted us to do POW, which we can do after that. If you would like to keep Plave on the docket, or if you'd like to move it, Kala, that is your discretion. So, Kaylee says, I feel like this could be become a fun concert song, maybe too. Okay, that's fair. Gunky says, Rescene's Deja Vu. This should be more exciting, at least for me. Ooh, okay, we can definitely do that. Sarah says, so sad POW's tour got canceled. Oh, I would have loved to see them. I loved the POW when we covered them. They were incredible. Kaz says, I think Xdinary Heroes one would take priority if people are feeling it. Ooh, okay. We'll do it. I'm down. That doesn't take much convincing from my end here. So, okay. All right, we'll do it. We have Xdinary Heroes Fire, My Sweet Misery. So, let's check it out. Sonja says, I have to go Tuesday. I go into work early. Thanks for an awesome stream. Thank you, Sonja. See ya. Best of luck at work tomorrow. Let's check it out. Let's go.
Can't you see that? Oh, you made me go insane. From the time in your chase,
Going heavier.
got me through,
Ooh.
got me through. Oh, yeah. Lock me up inside your door, 'cause you make me wanna scream it more. Yeah, touch me how your love is done, and I gladly burn to love ya. No, no. Fire, fire. touch. Let me see your hit and rush. I'll make you want it more and more and more. Burning like a fire, fire. Give me a fire. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, what a great solo.
Make me wanna scream it more. Yeah, touch me how your love is done, and I gladly burn to love ya. No,
Love the double bass.
we on the way to loco.
Woo.
We on the way to loco. Got me through.
Wow. All right. Man, Xdinary Heroes keeps doing some insane shit. All right, very nice. This was their song "Fire My Sweet Misery." Thank you, Kala, for the recommendation. Phew. I feel like it was cool. Like, I love that they're going back to the heavy music again. They kind of took a little bit of a detour with the last title track, which is fine. I thought that was equally as incredible as well. So, but this is definitely on par with the last release prior to the last song, which is interesting to me. I'm very interested to know, like, I know I've asked it before, but I'm like so interested and intrigued to know like what their influences are for like each release. But I like this a lot. Again, maybe it's just my bias because I grew up, in the metal scene, and I feel like a lot of metal. I feel like this feels like the way that I feel about like Dreamcatcher, where like I see both sides of the coin, where I'm like, oh man, I love K-pop and I love metal music, and it's like the formation of worlds for me. So probably a reason why I enjoy them being a little bit heavier, which is, again, both songs are great. So it's cool to see that kind of influence kind of make its way into a genre I feel like most people wouldn't have expected. Then honestly, I'd be curious to know how many people that like the heavier Xdinary Hero stuff wind up migrating into heavy music and checking out heavy artists, and obviously the inverse as well too, because I'm sure there's a lot of metal artists that probably listen to this and are like, oh, this is really good, I should like maybe check out more of their material. So it's a cool kind of cross-pollination that I really appreciate, and I think obviously, as mentioned, Dreamcatcher does a great job of that, and I feel like Xdinary Heroes does a really great job of that as well. But yeah, I like this a lot. The combination of like the synth work in the song / piano work, and then obviously like the great guitar work and like bass work, and the drumming on this song, I think really kind of elevates the song more, which would make sense given that they are a K band. But I feel like they take a lot of like, again, those nuances of like metal music, doing like a lot of the double bass work, a lot of like the chugging on the guitar work. The solo feels very like classic, like a little like hair metal influence as well. But it's cool to see kind of the dynamics of all that going on in this track. The chorus is really catchy in this song. I really like the chorus a ton. But I liked a lot of the dynamic pieces that show a lot of influence or homage to heavy music. I think it pulls a lot more so in terms of like more metal music and maybe less like metal core music, which is typically what I'll go and gravitate towards. But this is like a little bit more straightforward metal. But yeah, this is great. This was definitely a solid song. In terms of in terms of where I'm at for this, I probably put this amongst the top Xdinary Hero songs, but it's tough. They've got some really great songs. So, Kaylee says, okay, I might have to go. I'll still be here now, but storming here, the town put over. Oh God, tornado sirens. Probably should be paying attention to the weather more. Oh yeah, stay safe, Kaylee. if you have to leave, make sure you tell us you're safe later. So, Gunky says Xdinary Heroes just gets better and better, but Beautiful Life is their best song with Good Enough. Ooh, okay, fair enough. Cal says not my favorite from them, but solid for sure. Yeah, everyone stay safe out there. Yeah, I thought this is great. Like I said, probably influentially, definitely more of the vibes here. So we'll love to see it. Well, Kelly says, "Will do. I'm going on my phone so I can run around with the stream on." Hey, let's go. Appreciate you. Thanks for again. Safety is priority here. So, very nice, very nice. Yeah, thank you, Cal. That was great. Muhammad says, "Do a reaction of Love Whisper by G Friend." Did that come out recently, Muhammad? Because we're trying to do the new, we're doing newer stuff. If that's if it is new, I had no idea G Friend released a new song. So I was gonna say it is an old song. Okay, fair enough. All right, cool. All right, Sally, you are next. It looks like we have pals being tender. If you would like to do another one, let me know. But this is what I got. Okay. The Somi song we could definitely throw the Somi song on the playlist for sure. I know that's on here. So Pal, please. Okay, perfect. All right, we'll do Pal first, and then Muhammad will do the Somi song because I'm curious, and then Gunky, you're following. So all right, let's do it. Oops.
아직 어려워 다정해지는 법
Ooh.
네 앞에 서면 자꾸 섣불러져
All I wanna say is I want you You just gonna stay, come through 아직 어려워 다정해지는 법
순해 보이는 눈빛으로 애틋한 미소를 머금고 티 안 나게 배려하는 법까지 연습했는데
너의 눈동자를 볼 때면 Baby I will forget that I could talk 입문 열면 뻑뻑뻑뻑뻑뻑대 이런 이게 아닌데
Ooh.
어떻게 느껴질까
I like this. All right.
우습게 보였을까 I try to be polite 누가 알아줄까 이맘 아직 어려워 다정해지는 법 네 앞에 서면 자꾸 섣불러져 All I wanna say is I want
Hey,
you
the cats, baby. Let's go.
Come through 아직 어려워 다정해지는 법 친절함과 다정함은 엄연히 다르지 너를 보는 내 표정이 위선적인 모습과는 다르길 그게 어려운 거야 괜히 나만 어색한 거야 혼자 진심이고 싶은 내 모습이 왠지 촌스러운 거야 어떻게 느껴질까 우습게 보였을까 I try to be polite 누가 알아줄까 넌 아직 어려워 다정해지는 법 네 앞에 서면 자꾸 섣불러져 All I wanna say is I want you You just gonna stay or come through 아직 어려워 다정해지는 법
Aw.
네 앞에선 자꾸 어려워 난 네 앞에선 자꾸 어려워 난
Aw. That cat's cute too. So sweet. Listen, I hope they gave a shout out to the cat. They better. I would be upset if they don't. Oh, they didn't give it. Damn, they didn't give a shout out to the cat. What the hell? That knocks it out down some points. I'm upset. Just kidding. All right, very nice. This was Pals being tender. Very nice, very nice. Gungi says the cat has anything on Meatball though. That is true. They got nothing on Meatball though. Meatball be the ultimate. He is the king. I like this a lot. This is great. I've enjoyed a lot of the Palace stuff. So I'll probably again throw a lot of their. I've thrown a lot of their discography. You know, I thought that they do have like such a really kind of like we've got a great discography. And I feel like this one is definitely one of those ones that I don't know if I would necessarily associate them towards sound wise, but I definitely appreciate this song a lot. I love like kind of like the more like I love the production of it. I think it's got really a cool kind of ethereal sound as well. I think a lot of groups kind of do that really kind of lush sound, and this one as well included in that. But I liked a lot of the vocal layering in the song. I think, you know, like I always try to pick out something unique with each group that we've covered. And obviously delve more into, but I feel like Powell has always done a really good job of like breaking off the vocals in a really gorgeous way. And this one, I feel like is no exception. There's a lot of cool like ensemble vocals, but as well as that, I feel like there's a lot of cool like harmonies and such in this song as well too. So definitely appreciate this one a lot. I love the bridge. I thought the bridge was probably one of the more gorgeous parts of this song. But I will say the chorus is extremely catchy as well too. So this was another really phenomenal song from Pal. I'll have to be keeping my eyes peeled for more of their music in the future, but I enjoyed this one. This was a vibe for sure. And you know, obviously shout outs to the cat in this MV. It was awesome. All right, everyone's saying Kaylee says Somi is also my pick. Okay, very nice. All right, well, love to see it. Very nice, very nice. And Connie says, I thought I saw the cat's credits there. It could be. I don't know. Maybe I'm overlooking it, but all right, cool. Well, we're going to check out the new Somi song, which I don't know. We have not listened to that yet, but I am curious on how it's going to sound though. So let's check it out. I know this is like pretty damn new, so let's give it a listen.
클리셰로 가득 찬 스토리 널 바라보는 나 You let a taste of attention 나보단 camera 어느새 내 자리에 들이온 네 그림자 이제 널 안 할래 널 again and again Give me more 너만 왜 언제나 주인공이 네 So tell me What's the point if I'm your extra
Ooh.
Don't say no 더 아프니까 Extra 너란 영화 속 난 그저 extra 익숙한 듯 낯선 extra 적힌 말들 넌 너밖에 몰라 욕하긴 옅었어도 typical Gemini 다른 너는 시선까지 내겐 다 보이는데 Try to get my honey to ya But you want that IOI Give me more
Oh, nice.
너만 왜 언제나 주 So tell me, what's the point
What?
if I'm not extra? Don't say no 더 아프니까. 나란 영화 속 넌 그저 extra.
I thought I went deaf for about 2 seconds. Very interesting way to end the song. Okay. This was Somi's Extra. Okay. Thank you, Mohammed, and as well as Kaylee for recommending this one. Okay. I have some comments. I feel like this one's gonna be a slow burn for me. I like the vibe. I like the you know, I'm feeling it. You know what I mean? I think this is gonna be a slow burn. Like, there's definitely some moments of this song that I like got. I agree with Jazz. I love the way that she spelled out extra. I don't know why. You know, it is very extra, but I do like it. So I thought that was good. I'll probably give this one more of a listen. I feel like I'm kind of at a little bit of a sticker shock to some degree. I did not like Ice Cream. That's probably amongst one of the songs that I like the least. And if you like Ice Cream, hey, whatever, you know, that's your prerogative and you can love it. But I felt like this one was very interesting. Like, it's definitely like, I will agree with Kaylee having more of that like city pop vibe. It's definitely more chill. I don't know if Somi's borrowing a lot from like more of Western pop right now, but definitely kind of feels like a combination of both. I would say in terms of the verses, I'd probably just say the second verse was my favorite of the two. I don't know. I think if anything, I think overall the song was very good. The only thing that I would have wished is like that last bit of the song. It kind of feels like it ends very abruptly, and I kind of wish there was maybe like another like chorus, or like she accentuates the chorus a little bit more, or like you know, again, maybe had like a bridge section. I think that would have been a good kind of middle ground to make the song kind of close out in a more meaningful way. It just feels a little odd the way that they close the song out. And with the song being a little over 2.5 minutes, that would make sense. But yeah, overall, I thought it was very good. Like I said, I don't have any gripes with it. I like Somi a lot. So I'm surprised that, you know, I'm surprised with the types of songs she's been releasing recently. So, and I don't know if the 101 was a commentary on IOI, because I think she said it in a really unique way, which kind of triggered like her being in that group. So I don't know if that was a reference to it, but yeah. Let's see. I'm curious what comments thought about this. Kaylee says it's different for sure. I kind of love it. No Santa says gotta be better than the last. Kaylee says very city pop vibes. Gunky says it can't be as bad as Ice Cream. Oof. Gunky says it isn't my cup of tea, but it's way better than her last song. I did also thought the stream quit, which I was a little concerned about. My heart stopped for about 2 seconds, so glad it was not. Sarah says, I'm so sorry. Something about this video feels so Katy Perry. I was kind of getting a similar vibe, so I don't think you were far off on that one, Sarah, for sure. Uni says, after so long in the dungeon, I expected more. It's not bad, but it's not bad. Fair enough. Let's see what else. And Connie says, yeah, specifically the I part, very Katy Perry move. I agree. Kaylee says it's like Lady Gaga and Sabrina Carpenter mixed to me. I could get the Sabrina Carpenter vibes. I think more so the MV was very, very Katy Perry coded. I could see that. Sarah says, honestly, for any other artist, this wouldn't be as bad, just a miss. But this is probably the only Somi song we'll get for another year, so that's thoroughly disappointing. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like Somi to me is such an, I don't want to say an anomaly because I don't know what her contract is with the Black label or not, but it is kind of sad to see that like there's, like realistically one song that we like that she's been like this one obviously she's been promoting for a little bit, but I feel like even like the last song Ice Cream was like, how long ago was that? That was I want to say that was pretty long ago. Like the original song, yeah, almost a year ago. So that is a little concerning. So I don't know. I don't know where we're at on this, but I hope she gets some more music in the foreseeable future. So, but I'm sure we'll find out. So, either way, thank you, Mohammed and Kaylee for checking this one out. I'd love to see it. All right, Gunky, you're next. What are we listening to? Are we doing Rescene? We're moving it up to Rescene, the Deja Vu? Okay, or is it Deja Vu is the title? Right. Yep. Okay, cool. That works out. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Let's check it out. And then we're back to you, Kaylee.
햇살 젖은 바람 잠이 든 나이 물든 창문 틈새 스며든 라이 나의 코끝을 스친 샌드 그 향기에 피어난 작은 부족에 Oh it's so bright 책상 위에 그인 낙서 너와 나눈 그 비밀도 바람결에 실려 다시 되돌아간 기분 아파오 처음 스친 그때 이 향기를 기억해줘 단 그 순간 펼쳐질 데자부 같은 꿈을 꾸듯 눈을 감아보면 익숙한 데자부 Yeah it's like 그 데자부 You and I 다시 닿을 수 없다 해도 같은 꿈을 꾸듯 눈을 감아보면 익숙한 데자부 빽빽한 책장 사이 손때 묻은 한칸 빠른 책 모퉁이 넘기면 튀어나온 자그만 이야기를 들어 귀 기울여봐 조금은 서툴렀던 날 빛이 바람 쪽지 속에 나를 어루만진 내 voice 바람결에 실려 다시 되돌아간 기분 아파 처음 스친 그때 이 향기 기억해줘 단 그 순간 펼쳐질 데자부 같은 꿈을 꾸듯 눈을 감아보면 익숙한 데자부 Yeah it's like 그 데자부 You and I 다시 닿을 수 없다 해도 같은 꿈을 꾸듯 눈을 감아보면 익숙한 데자부 I've been thinking about you 그리워질 너와 나 I've been dreaming about you 이 순간을 잊지 마 언젠가 세상 끝에서 마주할 날 우린 데자부 같은 꿈을 꾸듯 눈을 감아보면 익숙한 데자부 It's like 데자부 And I 다시 닿을 수 없다 해도 같은 꿈을 꾸듯 눈을 감아보면 익숙한 데자부
Aw. That's cute. Very nice. All right. This was Rescene's Deja Vu. Thank you, Gunky, for the choice. This was great. Very nice, very nice. I said I know this song released in January, like 6 months ago. Have you listened to Season of Memory by G-Friend? I have. That's a 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up. Love that song. That's on. It was on a previous stream, so so I'll have to figure out which one it is. If you go follow Discord, Mohammed, then I'll try to see if I can find the the stream where I checked it out. But anyway, this was great. I feel like Rescene just crushes it. You know, like I think they always wind up finding like a really good hook / melody, and they just run with it. Like there's just something about like their songs that I feel like are always inherently infectious to their music, and I would say that this song is no exception to that rule, certainly. But I love this. This is like the it kind of again meshes up things that I enjoy about a lot of the current girls groups that are coming out now. I really loved I feel like there's a lot of characteristics that I could pull from like a lot of other groups, but like in a very nice way. Like definitely kind of reminds me, especially like some of those like overtones and like the way that they incorporate like a lot of group vocals. I feel like is comparative to that of like New Jeans stuff, which obviously y'all know I love New Jeans. And I mean that in the most complimentary of ways. I think that they do put their own spin on it. But at the same point, I think there is some like musical cues that they pull from in that capacity. So really love the chorus. I think that's truly where like this song definitely shines. It's got such a memorable hook. The melody choice is phenomenal. I loved a lot of those like inner passing moments where you obviously hear whatever whichever vocalist is singing at the current time, and then having them all kind of do that like ensemble like yell or like kind of like group vocal section. I think it just offers this really cool dynamic that I really appreciate. So I definitely love that a lot. As well as that, the bridge was really gorgeous as well. I think you got to hear a little bit more of those like gorgeous vocals and like less instrumentation. So I love to hear that. But yeah, this one I feel like I'll be listening to a ton now that I've listened to it. I've been waiting to listen to this one on stream. I genuinely try not to listen to these songs if I know like I enjoy the group, just so I can listen to them in stream. So sometimes that hurts me, but it's for the chat. So I try to do what I can. But yeah, this one's phenomenal. So I'm not really surprised. This is awesome. Let's see. Sarah says another hit by Rescene. Agreed. Gunky says Miami was the one with the high notes. Ooh, nice. Shout out. She's incredible. And then let's see. I swear they have made you the bridge, and I'm not complaining. We'd love to see it. Doseta is correct, Mohammed, that it's usually on the G-Friend VVZ deep dive. I know I've also listened to a smattering of their songs throughout as well if they've come out more recently. So Dougie says, Brandon, you will love Mood, also a B-side on their single release. Okay, I'll have to check that out. And it says, Brandon, I only know oh god. Muhammad says, for everyone, Somi's solo career is considered a disappointment. Answer it in honesty. Ooh, interesting. I don't think it's a disappointment. I just think, I mean, I can speak for myself. I don't think it's a disappointment. I just think it's, I just think to me, it's like, we know what she's capable of doing. And so I feel like my personal stance on it is like, I would wish for that she would be able to do what she wants to do. And hey, maybe this is what she wants. I have no idea, but I would really wish that she would have the ability to like make the music and perform that, perform with the best abilities possible, So, no, Santa says it started great, ? Does it feel like a letdown? No. Sarah says, I think she is an incredible artist that is at a label, doesn't utilize her to the best abilities, both in song choice and release schedule. I, can support that for sure. Gungi says, I was never into her music, so I have no opinion on her career. Hey, that's fair too, the support either way is important, I think, for artists. So very nice. Kaylee, you are next. If you have one, it looks like we did Freaky Monday already. So if you have another one, let me know, and we will check it out. I want to see if you had posted any more. You have not, other than the Somi song, which we just did. So if you have another one, let me know, Kaylee. I'll come back to you. All right, we did Rescene. All right, No Santa, we're finally doing Card Touch, which I don't know where this is landed, but we're gonna check it out either way because I haven't listened to any cards. I haven't listened to card in ages. So, No Santa says why they didn't capitalize on fast forward success is beyond me. I'll let you choose first. Okay, let's do card. I feel like it's here. Let's do it. Ass or key? Oh God. Okay, let's just do card. Let's just do it. I'm gonna get it out of the way. I don't know how I feel about this, but
Stop looking at me. I know what you like. Now I have my blue name. You would take it tonight. C'est la vie. Just give me the light. 넌 돌릴 틈 없이. I'm blowing your mind.
Make you feel that adrenaline, girl, don't lack no experience. I feel your body slowly surrendering me and you like a high-risk mixture of elements that you come bust like our own little experiment.
Talk to me. 서두르지 말고 run with me. You can never get enough of me. 내게 몸을 맡겨 take you high. Baby, all you need is one touch. But you're looking now, you're giving it all up. If you like what you see, then I got what you need. Baby, all you need is one touch. 헤어날 수 없는 지독한 love struck. If you like what you see, then I got what you need.
Your moves can you hypnotize me with your magnetism? Before my aesthetic and nasty. A mirror to my you search try movement sensitive as an empty apex touch tapping.
We're kidding.
Now science party unconscious. 현실하던 live when we don't cape they watch us. For a deep glance sneak size on feedback 더 감질나게 해 babe. No telling the next thing.
Rock with me. Oh, I love the way you watching me. You can never get enough of me. 끝을 모른 채로 take you high. Baby, all you need is one touch. She like it now, you're giving it all love. If you like what you see, then I got what you need. Baby, all you need is one touch. 깊이 빠져드는 위험한 love struck. If you like what you see, then I got what you need.
All my fellas see a queen, let them know what's good. 오늘 밤이 가지 않아서 아직 don't you rush.
All my ladies, favorite fellas, like I know you can. And turn your boy into a man, get it on yourself.
All my fellas with that energy, work it with ease. I put it down, body temp up to 100 degrees.
All my ladies, all my queens.
Of course,
you can't
BM.
be me. I don't need a minute, tell me what I want and need. Yeah. Baby, all you need is one touch. But you're looking now, you're giving it all up. If you like what you see, then I got what you need. Baby, all you need is one touch. 헤어날 수 없는 지독한 love struck. If you like what you see, then I got what you need. One touch, one touch. One touch, one touch. One touch, one touch. Touch.
Interesting. All right, this was Cards Touch. Thank you, No Santa. Now I understand why you said JYP approved. I didn't get it at first. Now it makes sense. The song was fine. Like I said, I haven't listened to a Card song in ages since we did our Card deep dive. I thought it was good. I liked it. It's definitely like I gotta figure out how to explain this well. I feel like it is the type of song that I would expect Card to do in the only way that I feel like Card could do a song like this, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like this has Cards stink all over it. You know what I mean? Like it like lyrically, music video wise, like I know they're like a little bit more risque, I would say, with like the way that they go about their MVs a little bit more. So I think that this type of song feels very representative of their discography. So I'm not really surprised surprised by the song. I will say the chorus of the song is catchy. I genuinely didn't know how they were gonna kind of like, you know, how the stylization of the chorus was gonna go, but I liked it a lot. I thought it was, you know, I think it definitely has more of that good feel to it. As well as that, I thought the verses were good. Like I said, I normally feel like BM gives like the most out of pocket like lyrical phrasing. I felt like this song he wasn't really like. There's definitely some moments where I was like, okay, like there's definitely some lyrical moments where I was like, okay, this makes sense. This seems like something BM would say, but like it's not like wasn't out there where like I feel like some of their older songs where he just like said like the most insane shit you can think of. I didn't really feel like that was the case with this song, which is great. Maybe he's grown, you know. But yeah, overall I thought this was good. Like I said, I was vibing out. I was feeling it. It was a solid song. I don't have any hate for it. So, Uni says I definitely like this more than some other Card songs I've heard. I agree. Well, listen, I'm on Team Uni tonight. I feel that's the same way. So, I honestly the ass or cute should have given it away at that point, but okay, Kaylee, thanks for sending me that. And then Sarah says no Santa said ass, and J Poppy entered the chat. That makes sense. Gungy says I mean it makes sense. Everyone says it makes sense, so I feel that's on brand for them. So very nice, very nice. All right, Kaylee, yours is next. We are doing Penomeco, Cocoa Bottle. All right, let's check it out. Penomeco.
It's different. Cocoa bottle sipping feels like 독특한 병도 마치 cocoa bottle body I can take you to my world 느낌 알잖아 so you get ready for the one 터질 것 같아 so you get ready for the one Now get it like that Yes I get it like bang 날뛰어버린 나게 yeah. Pop pop 소리 나게 Click click 소리 내게 yeah. 칙 칙 소리 나게 여기니까 빠진 소린 집어쳐 그냥 우리답게 Yes I don't mind, don't mind, don't mind, don't mind, don't mind
Oh, I like that like drum shuffle.
부끄러 말고 한 잔에 네가 찾던 flavor 기다리지 말고 Keep up, get on my toe, baby 내 cocoa bottle sipping feels like 독특한 병도 마치 cocoa bottle body I can take you to my world 느낌 알잖아 So you get ready for the one 터질 것 같아 So you get ready for the one Now get it like 새까만 그 속에 내 모습을
like the different bottle sounds mixed in as like in a song. That's cool.
Face like Dr. Cambiando. Coco Bottle Party, I can take you to my world. Coco Bottle set my face like Dr. Cambiando. Coco Bottle Party, I can take you to my world.
Ooh. Oh, cute. All right, very cool. This was Penomeco and their song Cocoa Bottle. Thank you, Kaylee. Kaylee says, as an art person, I love this MV. I agree. MV was awesome. I love the art style in that. That's incredible. The song itself was also really damn catchy. I love this. Like that chorus in the song, extremely infectious. Definitely will be the listening to this one more in the future. I thought the vocals as well as the rapping was great. Like it was just like one of those songs that just like had good vibes to it already, and it's just like one of those songs that I just like inherently, not even by like choice, was just like closing my eyes and was like, ooh, there's like a lot of cool like textures going on. As I mentioned before, like the different bottle clanking sounds, I think that was cool to incorporate as like like incorporate into the song itself. I think that's such a cool thing to not only, I think, represent the song, but as well as that, like, Cocoa Bottle. Like, you gotta obviously have bottle sounds to incorporate in the beat and stuff. So it was really cool to hear that. Like I said, both on the rapping side as well as the singing side, I enjoyed both equally. They're both phenomenal. I'm excited to listen to, hopefully get into more of Penomeco's music, but it was great. This was definitely like one of those songs I feel like on a late summer night, drive-in, not too hot out. Perfect song, I think, for like the nighttime drives, So great song. This is awesome. So Sarah says, oh, fun. Biscuit says, yeah, the MV is great. Uni says, good vibes. I kind of zoned out, but in a good way. Love to see it. Connie says, I love Penomeco's music. Hey, there you go. Gunky was impressed that I didn't say Penomeco and fumble it. So that's my win for tonight. I love to see it. Very nice. Very nice. All right, cool. Muhammad says, haven't listened to other K-pop artists. I mostly listen to Somi, G-Friend, and OMG. We've done all of them at this point, so that's fair. We try to listen to a bunch if possible. Sarah says Ben learned English. Ooh, nice. All right. Well, we've got a couple more. Sarah, I believe, is next. Oh God, I did learn English. I'm really struggling tonight. All right. Yeah, very cool. Sarah, it looks like you would be up next. We've got like 3 1-pack videos. Bling 1. You got Witch X. I think that's it. Yeah. Sarah says, I can't pick a boys planet group. I just can't. So I'll do Dignities. Okay. Very interesting. Okay. Let's do it. Okay. I'm excited. I feel like Sarah always has something very interesting here. So if you have some information on Dignity, I'm curious what they're about. So we'll check it out. We're on point. I think we got through most of it. I'm stoked. I didn't think we would. I didn't think we would. So we might have a few. Few stragglers, but I think we're mostly caught up. Knock on wood. So, Sarah says, "Oh, play. I'll write it out while the video plays." Okay, perfect. All right, let's check out Dignity's Sweet Tooth. You still have 7 songs, guys. You do. You're always cooking. All right.
What's your flavor? 내 맘속에 난 savor 119 네가 심장 먼저 crazy I'm coming over just come and set me please baby 네가 내 곁에 왔던 나를 brave A little magic babe SOS a message It's real like it's real falling deeper I will love you Oh, that's right 어떻게 이런 기분이 들어봐 love it yeah I'll bring you the party Can you bring 내게 내려와 falling like a present Sugar rush 너의 candy sweet sugar coated remedy Little me little spin Sugar rush Honey drip 시럽같이 slow baby let it overflow I know it tastes like candy The meat is so good dancing 어떤 가 sweet tooth 세상에 수 없어 널 blue Give me the sugar rush 처음 널 본 순간 내 맘에 스며들어 번져가
Cool bridge.
Sugar rush 넌 내 candy sweet sugar coated remedy Sugar rush honey drip shot같이 slow baby let it overflow I know it tastes like candy 깊은 미로 속에 dancing I got a sweet tooth 세상 수 없어 널 보 Give me the sugar rush Sugar rush Sweet tooth
Interesting ending. I like it though. It's definitely different. Very nice. All right, Sarah's choice, Dignity's Sweet Tooth. If you're hanging out, thanks for hanging. Sarah says Dignity is a 5-member boys group, under PACS Entertainment. Pre-debut, they competed on the show Peak Time in 2023, then debuted in July of 2024 with the mini album Dig Motion. It's also their members Luo's birthday. Very nice. Shout out to Luo, if I pronunciated your name right. Sorry if I did not. I thought this was fantastic. I like this. This is got that like bright it's got that bright like tone to it. And I really think I think to me it just kind of really works out well. Like it's got especially in the chorus, I feel like that's where it's really representative of that like bright sound. I loved it. The horn section, like the combination of the instrumentation was super fun. I also really loved the vocal tones. I think the group collectively had some really beautiful vocals. I think it was very well represented in this track, so I love that. Choreography was fun as well too. Definitely enjoyed this one a ton as well. It just overall just gave me like positive vibes. You know what I mean? Like it just felt good. Love the major key tones, and just overall I think was just was a good time collectively. So definitely, if you have not checked out Dignity and this is your first time listening to them, Please show him some love. It looks like let's see. Sarah says you should check out the B-sides in the album too, is in comments to Kaylee. And Kaylee says, why do you always give us songs I now need to add to my playlist? I was gonna say, very good shit. Very nice, very nice. Yeah. Muhammad says, I felt like everyone here in the chat is a K-pop expert. They're way smarter than I am. Like I said, I feel like I've grown a lot over. God, I've been doing this for almost 2 years now, I think, at this point. So I think they have taught me a lot. So I'm forever grateful for their guidance. And hey, if you don't know it, then don't be afraid to ask. I feel like our chat is very cool. So let's see. No Santa says those are some great groups. Oh My God is one of my favorites as well. Agreed. I love Oh My Girl too. Shout outs. Gungi says, yes, Sarah are crazy. Yes, some like Sarah are crazy, but probably one of the least knowledgeable compared to others. I'm all about the music, not as much behind the scenes things. Hey, listen, Gungi, you gotta give yourself some credit. You know some shit. So, you got it. I think you're cooking. You're cooking. Let's see. Sarah says my brain is only Boys Planet, no room for real. That's fair. That's fair. I did put the pin comment, but I will send you the link as well, Muhammad here. And Kaylee says a lot of us multi-stands love giving brand information. That is true. I am an information whore, so I do love the info. Uni says you probably know more than me. Uni, you gotta give yourself some more credit. You know a lot too. I would respect that. So Gungi says if we're talking about M-Mix or Dreamcatcher, I know a lot more. Hey, listen, everybody's specialized here, and that's why I respect it. So, all right, very cool, very cool. I probably got time for a few more. I do want to show y'all the new Audrey Nuna stuff. So I'll probably close it out tonight. So, well, it says all right, done. Join the DC. Hey, let's go. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hopefully you feel welcome. That's the ultimate goal here. So very nice. I don't even know if I know we have Sally's. We've got one for Sally here. Gungi says you should check out Mood by Rescene. Fair enough. Uni says I don't think we did Eyelids do the dance last stream. I skipped it earlier in favor of Fromis, but okay. Uni, I feel like we have not done one of yours in a little bit here, so we'll go back. I don't feel like we've done it, so let's check it out, and then Gunky will do yours, the Rescene Mood. So, and I'll close it with Audrey. So, let's go. Let's check it out.
저기 어디가?
페스티벌.
Is this a sample? It's a sample, yeah.
심장은 울랄라 두근대 이 순간 쉼없이 avec toi I do 도착한 카니발 핑크빛 설레임 So curious, so fabulous Like a roller coaster 감각과 뚝딱대 들려온 고양이 같아 얼음 rush, 맘은 rush 심장 안에 댔지만 찌릿찌릿 feels so shy My heart starts to dance Do a little dance Do a little dance Do ya wanna dance 대답은 하나뿐 Say yeah yes Dance 손을 잡은 채 Do it 너와 나의 date 마법에 걸리게 Say yeah
Cool. Nice. It's definitely a sample. I have to look now.
내가 네 맘속 그 아이 덜 바짝 세워 feel you MMO 알듯 말듯 more so curious 난 불안했어 like a roller coaster 나답지 않잖아 내 끄덕이세요 그게 내 필살기 밤이다 시작된 화려한 parade에서 너와 함께 dance do a little do do a little dance do a little dance do ya do ya do you wanna dance 대답은 하나뿐 say yeah 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 yes dance 소리 삼체 do it all night day 마법에 걸리게 say yeah yeah yeah
All right, very cool. Unyi, thank you for the choice. This was ILLIT's Do the Dance. I did check it out. It is it looks like it is a sample. The string sample is from the song, and it looks like it's looks like it's a Chinese song. Elegant Escape from the movie version of the Japanese anime The 5-Star Story, released in 1989. That's okay. I wasn't thinking that was the song, but I guess that would make. I guess if that is a sample, then that would check out. But I thought the song was very good. I have heard this chorus already. That's why I was like, it sounded familiar, but I have listened to the chorus already of the song. I think it was just on accident, but I like Eyelid stuff. I like their previous release. I've been keeping up with their music. I enjoyed this one a lot. I think it's really catchy. I do still really like the chorus, even though I did know what it sounds like now. Again, the musicality, I think they kept a lot of the same sort of tonalities that I feel like ILLIT has done on the previous mini album. So, I definitely like that they continue on with that, but it feels a little bit more elevated, so I definitely like that a ton. But I feel like a lot of their title songs, I would say, I have like a catchiness to them that I can't quite explain. There's just something about their writing style that's like, just really works in my opinion. But I understand if like people don't like it because of the sample, or people don't like it because maybe it isn't their vibe. But I don't know. Maybe it's just because, like, again, I came into a lot of like enjoying a lot of the K-pop stuff with like New Jeans, and like, kind of have migrated in different formats throughout, doing the deep dives and stuff. So I feel like I've gotten a lot of appreciation across the different generations of groups. But I feel like there's always been a soft spot for like some of the newer stuff because it has a familiarity to it. But yeah, I enjoyed this a lot. I still think this is a really, I think for first listen all the way through, I think this was really damn catchy. So I like it. He says, will I actually like an Eyelid song finally? Maybe, I mean, hey, listen, they probably still have some time where they got to cook a little bit more. So I wouldn't be surprised. Muhammad says, for anyone who knows about IOI, which member solo career would you consider as a success? Somi, Sejong, or Chungha? We did do IOI, which was incredible. I'm a heavily biased. Chungha is one of my old biases. So I feel like in terms of her music, I always have really a big soft spot for her. But I did really love delving into Sejong's discography as well. She's incredible. Somi's also incredible too. So I don't know if I would be able to pick a favorite. If I really did, I think Chungha would be my personal favorite, but I think she's the queen. So but all of them are incredible. So Kaylee says this song, okay, so we all are in knowledge of that. Gunky says, nope, this song lost me on the song. They are just sampling. Hive just can't get me into their girls groups. Hey, you know what? Fair statement, you know. Sarah says, Brandon the Chung Ha stand here. Hey, you're right, you know. She's the queen. So when he says Chung Ha is tops for me, and Kyle says same, Chung Ha is amazing. Very nice. All right, well, we got some Chung Ha fans. We love to see it. All right, Gunky. We are doing it. We're gonna make up. We're gonna check out. I can't. Why did I type in rescore? It was God. Gungi says I will take 17 all day for 5 though. Oh wow. Okay. Very interesting. Oh wow. Okay. Is it Mood the film? Kaylee says, yeah, cultured. Let's go. Okay. Muhammad said, is anyone knows of Jessica Jung? I'm not familiar. So
Like the 하늘을 가린 cloud 고개를 들고 마주봐 한 방울씩 drop 기다려왔던 time 메마른 맘을 적셔와 투명한 저 기억 속에 dive in 멈춰버린 시간 위를 driving 흩어진 빛을 따라가 서툰 내게 손 내밀어 쏟아진 빛 속에 하얀 night 자유로운 춤을 추지
sorry, Muhammad. We did cover Girls' Generation though.
I love this mood, like dancing 이 비가 다 그칠 때까지 I love this too feels like I'm in heaven 마음이 초조한데도 I love this 눈앞이 흐릴수록 마음을 맑게 두려움 따윈 잊고 옮겨 다음 step 이 순간 자유로운 손짓 몸짓 like your 먼지 쌓인 내겐 say goodbye 쏟아진 빛 속에 하얀 night 자유로운 춤을 추지 우린 shining bright 한여름 밤에 꿈이라 해도 난 한 번 더 rewind I love this mood like dancing 이 비가 다 그칠 때까지 And I love this too feels like I am in heaven 마음이 초조한데도 I love this 비가 멎은 순간 멈춰버린 듯한 시간 꿈이 깬듯 고요해진 거리 and
Love the bridge.
진한 향기 속에 시간제 영원토록 춤추고 싶어 I'm only getting started, yeah I love this move like dancing 이 비가 다 그칠 때까지 I love this too feels like I am in heaven 마음이 초조한데도 I love this mood just like that mood
The production on this was awesome too. Shout outs. All right. Very cool. This was Rescene's Mood. Thank you, Gunky, for picking this one. This was also phenomenal. I think I'm gonna have to again be listening to the title track and this song back to back because they're really incredible. I think they, I think the stylization between both is just very complimentary. Like the title track is incredible. I think this one is equally as good in a different way. But I still feel like they still have a lot of the characteristics of what I feel like Rescene has done well, which is really good staggered vocals. I think they know how to formulate and format a lot of these great vocals, and I think this song is another really good representation of it. I love that the instrumentation isn't crazy. Like there's something about it that just feels very like serene and calm, but their vocals just kind of carry this song to a different dimension. So I really love that. I think they have a really unique way of stylizing again their vocals, and this one I feel like is more chill, but I still feel like it is very good in terms of like the overall vibes and what they bring to the table. So I definitely love that. I feel like I'll probably make this comment. I know I've made this comment before, but I'm genuinely surprised that they are not like I know they're popular, but I'm really surprised that they are not as big. I'm surprised they're not bigger, if that makes sense. Like, I genuinely am just like kind of floored because these songs have been really incredible, and obviously listening to other songs from Rescene before, I'm just like they were just to me feel like that type of group that's in the shadows a little bit, and I hope that they don't kind of, again, I hope they don't make it to the point where like they have some really great music but just don't really have the like momentum to carry them. I do feel like they can get to that point. So yeah, I'm surprised this is not bigger, honestly. So I mean, it has 30K in 4 days, which is wild. I would be I'm surprised this doesn't have double that, if not more. So this is your first time listening to Rescene, please go show them some love. They're incredible. But yeah, this is another phenomenal track. So Sarah says, how long did it take me to realize the video was looping? Yes, I didn't notice it until you made a comment. I'll agree with Jazz. I like didn't notice it, and then I was like, wait, it is looping. So that's wild. And okay, Muhammad said Jessica, former Girls' Generation. I know Noah Santa has been asking me. We just did Taeyeon last week. And like I said, we'll probably wind up doing Tiffany and Jessica's in the future as well. Would love to check their music out. Hopefully, like I said, there's so many days that I do this, so I try to be democratic about my choices. So, very nice. Sarah says, "Guy, I love Rescene." Gunky says they could have easily been the title track. Fair enough. Sarah says they're vying for the top spot as my favorite girls group. Uni says A+ song. Sarah says, good news, they always have back-to-back single albums. Has 2 songs. That's what I see. Gunky says Rescene is way underrated for the quality of their music. For a small label, they're definitely popular though. Let's see. Even their OST Bam 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 was great. Gunky, I agree. We'll have to check that out. And then Gunky says, I just think if they were a hype group, they'd be topping the charts with the same songs. I could see that. Muhammad, thank you for coming through. Wow, Indonesia, welcome. Thank you for staying and hanging out. Appreciate it. All right, very cool. I promised I would listen to Audrey Nuna for you, so I'm gonna put you all on to something. So we'll be vibing. I don't. I know. I don't know where I would put this one at. Too High was good. I kind of like Baby OG, but wow, she put out a lot of music videos. I did not know she put that many music videos out. Let's do. I remember Sucking It Up, I think was good. Let's do Sucking It Up. I'll do that one. It looks like that one has amongst the higher views, so let's check it out. And her song Sucking It Up. Very nice. I would recommend giving the Sarah says I think I liked it. I would recommend, listen, to me, I feel like her album is like the one that, and very similarly to like a lot of my other tastes, I feel like it's one of those ones you gotta listen to all the way through. I will say like the first song on this album, Trench, Nothing Feels the Same, was probably my favorite. But she's kind of got this like interesting vibe where I feel like she kind of pulls from like a little bit of alternative R&B, and then obviously you know, pulling from like hip hop and trap and stuff. I have to go back and listen to her for the first album she did, because this was good. I like this. This was Audrey Nuna's Space from her previous album. Definitely go check it out. Jazz says I definitely prefer this one more. Hey, that's fine. It is both were a vibe. I liked both equally. I feel like she's got such a unique tone. I definitely think like the newest album has more of the like the hip hop influence, which is like, and trap influence, which if you like that, I think you're gonna love the new album. If you're looking for more of that R&B stylization, my guess would be maybe it might be from the, you know, my suggestion would maybe be check out the new stuff. But no, Santa said, did you ever listen to the new Dreamcatcher stuff? Is it the UAU stuff, or I think I did. If it's like the new subunit stuff, if we check that out. Yep, we did check that out. That was a couple streams ago, I think. I'll have to double check. I'll find it for you, No Santa. But I know we did check it out. I had some interesting commentary on the song. So I don't think we checked out the solo stuff though, like the individual songs. I don't believe we did. But if not, I'll have to keep that cycled in my brain. Some of the ones I'll probably just have to delete off the playlist, the new what's new, so I know we've covered it. So maybe I'll have to figure it out. But either way, very cool. Thanks y'all for the picks. Wednesday we are continuing on, I believe, with Boys Planet groups. I don't know which group we're doing on Wednesday, but Callus says maybe a special reaction for each one watched. Yeah, we could do it. We'll be down. Sarah says come back Wednesday as we hit probably the most famous pre-Boys Planet group with the trainee and other contestants literally thought was a mentor, Pentagon. Ooh, nice. Okay, yes, I'm stoked. Gungi says I agree. Delete a ton of stuff. I will delete the songs of mine which you've listened to. Yeah, I feel like maybe to unclog the drain a little bit, I'll have to go through and cycle out which ones we didn't do. So we can do it. I am excited for Pentagon. I feel like they were the group that I like the most. In Boys Planet. So very cool. Excited to dive into them. Again, if you're watching this and you're new, come join Discord. That is the best way to know what is up. I did post the most current schedule, which would be obsolete now. But I will try to keep them as updated as possible on YouTube. But I have like a ton of shit scheduled to go out for like the next month plus. So if you're watching this on YouTube, come join Twitch. That's the best way to know what we're doing. And come join the Discord. So thanks y'all. Hope y'all are doing well. Excited to hang on Wednesday. Kaylee, stay safe out there as well. We will see you all on Wednesday. Have a good time zone, y'all. Peace.